one of your days. Until then...
Let's get back to base, Commander. Our whole future may ride on this.
Good morning, Vishaya. Who is this?
Major Connors, meet Lucan.
Lucan, the alien shuttle specialist? How did he get here?
I captured him, you idiot. Do you think he walked in here and begged to have his vocal cords severed?
You severed his...
He called me a lunatic. Me! Besides, his Delphian voice grated on my nerves.
But he could have given us valuable information.
How dare you question my methods, you simple-minded collection of spare parts?
What's this? What's going on here? Who is this Delphian?
That, my dear General, is the famous Lucan.
Oh, I'm impressed, Connors. How did you capture him?
The humanoid had nothing to do with it. I captured him. He was near my home in the arcade.
Pelican, thank you.
Of course, General.
Thank you, Pelican.
Both dangerous, strangely quiet. Do you find that unusual?
I don't find it unusual, considering the condition of your mind.
I warn you, Connors. A toy like you can be...
Hope you're doing
Leave
good.
him alone, Vishaya.
Hope everybody's doing good.
I intercepted Lucan's spacecraft and forced him down on a small asteroid.
Well, what information did you get out of him?
None, General. Lucan can't tell us a thing. Vishaya severed his vocal cords.
You did what?
The important thing, General, is that I found his log showing his destination. Cygnus 3. He was to instruct rebel shuttlecraft pilots in precision maneuvers.
Cygnus 3? We could have used this alien's knowledge to our advantage. You egotistical fool.
Lucan called him a lunatic. Truth can be difficult to hear, General.
This time you've gone too far!
Stop it at once, Vishaya.
Let me...
Hope everybody's doing good.
Continue to function.
I really do. Hope everybody's doing good.
Humanoid imbecile! Just be thankful I'm leaving you a voice.
Inoperative, non-functional.
You will not get away with this, Vishaya. Connors was mine. I command this sector, and don't you forget it.
Listen to me, General. Our speechless friend's destination suggests a wonderful plan. An exchange of identities that will result in...
Whatever you have in mind, Vishaya, it is your last chance to prove yourself useful. If you fail, I will not allow myself to be brought down with you. I will cut...
No. I will not give you ad time. Fuck you.
Brilliant. Simply brilliant. Now, if you will excuse me, my dear General, I'll throw Lucan into a quiet cell. Then I'm going to take his place on Cygnus 3. With a little help from medical science.
Inoperative, non-functional.
Anxious eyes search the sky above Cygnus 3. The shuttle specialist Lucan is long overdue.
I can't understand it. He should have been here hours ago, McCormick.
He could have been delayed by Dominion fighters, sir. They were noted in Grid Area 9 on our scanners.
Are we ready for him, Steve?
Duplication of the Delphi corridors is complete, sir. 120 kilometers of lights, 300 meters apart, making corridors that intersect at odd angles.
If Lucan can train our pilots to move through that... Clear area for spacecraft arrival. Incoming vehicle. Tunnel number 1.
It's Lucan.
Did you see that? He's coming in upside down.
Unorthodox methods can prove very effective at times.
He's on final. Hovering now.
Look at that roll. 180 from a hover just before touchdown. Exactly the kind of maneuver we need.
Greetings, friend Zane.
Greetings, Lucan. We were becoming concerned. Welcome to Cygnus 3.
An unavoidable delay, I'm afraid.
Lucan, this is my daughter, Christina.
Pleased to meet you, sir. We're grateful for your help.
I shall do everything in my power to make this visit worthwhile. And now, Christina, could you show me to my quarters? It's been a long trip.
Of course, Lucan. Right this way. Follow me.
Sir, I know this sounds crazy, but does Lucan seem different to you somehow?
Different? I'm sure it's just the strain of adjusting to the world again. But now that you mention it... Oh, this is ridiculous. See you at the morning briefing, Steve.
I'll be there, General. Tomorrow could be the most important day of our lives.
Pre-dawn on Cygnus 3, Vishaya's diabolical mind reviews his plan.
Oh, 300 hours. Black as the inside of a tomb. Good. Time for me to plant the limpet mines on every shuttle I can reach.
With a skill born of long practice, Vishaya moves noiselessly from building to building, but as he reaches the hangar...
Halt! You there. Step into the light. Oh, Lucan, sir.
Sorry to startle you, Sergeant. Just taking some spare parts out to my ship to do a few minor repairs.
Yes, sir. Will you be needing any help, sir?
No, but I thank you for your kindness.
Your ship is docked with the rebel shuttle, sir. Just around that corner.
Thank you, friend. That's perfect.
Gullible idiot. Actually believing anyone would repair a vehicle at this hour. This must be the door. There they are. Now, all I need to do is attach a charge to as many shuttles as I can. Turn on the radioactivated detonator. The shuttles will explode on command.
All right. Hold it right there, mister, and don't move.
What is the meaning of this?
You told me you were going to repair your ship, but you went right by it. Then
Damn you, eyes.
The shuttles. Explosive charges with tuners preset to a radio frequency.
You would have made a very good investigator, my friend.
Whoever you are, I'm taking you to security for questioning.
Shut up, boy. Shut up.
You have
Shut
the
up.
upper hand, except for one thing.
The wonderful element of surprise. Now, what to do with the body? Oh, brilliant idea. My friend, your funeral will be spectacular. I'm going to stuff you into the thrust output of this shuttle. And tomorrow morning, when they fire up, you'll fry like a pig on a barbecue spit.
Trying to make
On
sure
the
that
bridge
she
of the
doesn't
Dominion
look
command
fucking
ship,
manic,
General
but
Vera
goddamn
Derrick has
these
just
eyes.
received some very distressing news.
This could put the entire Cygnus
I didn't even
3
notice the
operation
stream
in
fucking
jeopardy.
dropping
Has this
until
unexpected
fucking Kaz said
help
something, and I'm like,
been
oh,
verified?
god damn it.
Lucan has escaped, sir. His cell is empty.
Oh, I don't understand. He was thoroughly searched before he was put away.
All we know is that the guard on level 6 is dead, and Lucan has disappeared, along with one of our observation pods.
Is it possible to alert Vishaya about the escape?
No, sir. He ordered deep security silence, not to be broken for any reason.
Then launch an automated Explorer probe. I must know what happens to the Delphian. Do it.
Immediately, General.
You're on your own, bounty hunter. Succeed, and the glory
Yeah,
of
nice.
Spectre. Fail, and the rebels will have
Yeah, you can hear me.
perfect.
Hope you're doing good. Ah, I had a... But yeah, no, that call was a,
0700
was-
hours on Cygnus
was
3.
someone I was
20
talking
shuttlecraft
about.
line the launch bay tunnel, A young pilot stands alongside each
hopefully
ship,
it works
ready
out.
for Lucan's
Hopefully things work
instruction.
out.
Greetings, Commander Richards. I trust you slept well.
Very well, thank you.
You
Lucan,
wish to say something?
This is a very
sometimes
difficult angle I
you
am
remind
choosing.
me of someone else.
I could choose a
can't say
really...
Relax, friend Richards.
Oh, thank
It
you.
will come to you.
Thanks, bud.
Are the men
I
ready
have
to
chosen the
Everything's
worst
set.
fucking
All
angle.
pilots to your
This is
shuttlecraft.
very difficult
I'd
for
be
no
honored
fucking
if you'd
reason.
accompany me in my craft, Commander. I assure you it will be interesting.
I'd like that, Lucan. I might even learn something myself.
You just might.
Sequential launch in 5 seconds. Mark 3.
Learning experience.
1.
Just... God damn, it's so difficult
All
sometimes.
shuttlecraft, 3 seconds of vertical climb. Add boosters. Now, pay close attention, friend Richards. This is where it gets interesting. Try to move, Richards.
Well, I can't.
Paralyzing isotron beam.
I don't understand, Lucan.
Lucan, just let me turn this voice coder implant off.
Voice coder implant?
You see, I never told you.
My name was Lucan.
Vashaya? What's the meaning of this masquerade?
Look outside, Richards. 20 shuttles in perfect formation. A pity all those pilots are about to die.
You're mad.
Perhaps. You're about to see a chain of explosions, synchronized to every other tick of this timer. It all starts with the 5th tick. Sort of a countdown to death.
No, don't do it.
Do you feel the power of this moment, Richards?
Stop it. Stop it, Vashaya.
It will stop itself, Richards. There. Even the quiet has a certain grandeur. Don't you agree?
If I could move,
But you can't. Oh, this is a great success for the Dominion, and for me personally. 20 rebel shuttlecraft.
Look at that.
I suppose it's my turn next.
How unimaginative.
That's a lot better.
No, Richards. You will live. Live with the knowledge that the rebels will suffer and die because you're one of them. That's part of my own personal revenge.
What are you talking about?
Don't you remember? Your testimony sent me to prison on Satar. 10 years of my life.
Yeah,
on a
I got
radioactive
this.
wasteland. You paid
Hope you and
dearly
your
for that.
hope you and
Satar wasn't my doing. You put
your
yourself
lady
there.
are doing
you
good.
You murdered a man in cold blood, Vashaya. There had to be punishment.
And now you'll know the consequences of that punishment, Richards. I've waited a long time for this chance to see you suffer. And there's nothing you can do to stop me.
We'll see about that, Vashaya. Soon I'm going to destroy you and all of Dominion. I know about Emerald Tree.
Emerald Tree? You're starting to rave, Richards. Enough talk.
Oh,
Time
okay.
for you to go back
Fun.
to Cygnus 3. I'm turning the
Fun.
isotron beam off, but I remind you, I have you covered. So don't try anything heroic. Get in that ejection capsule behind you. Move.
I'll be back, Vashaya. I promise you. You haven't seen the last of me.
You're beginning to get on my nerves, Richards. Goodbye, rebel fool.
Auto rotation to eject trajectory. Eject.
In a different sector of space, a Dominion automated explorer probe discovers a tiny observation pod in orbit around a featureless moon. The explorer's data sensors lock on, noting sector, time, and location, as well as the absence of life. Inside, a crumpled form slumps awkwardly over the control panel. The orbiting mass has become an icy casket, a final resting place for a lonely fighter who could not speak. Lucan, whose escape led only to the cold graveyard of space.
The Dominion will pay.
The secret of Dominion. Have you discovered it? And what is Emerald Tree? More clues follow in episode 9, Illusions.
From the moment Stephen Richards learned of something called Emerald Tree and of the existence of a secret that could destroy the Dominion, he's been obsessed with the need to uncover it. What could it be, and how could it be found?
This target practice may be necessary, Christina, but it's not one of my favorite things to do.
I hate it.
Here comes your score, Steve.
13 out of
That was a waste of
15.
time.
A .8666 accuracy rating. Final target group in place. Fire 5 shots.
I will
when
get better
ready.
later.
Oh, my concentration's off. I've got something
That's
on my
such
mind.
a hard
I can't
angle.
seem to shake loose.
Well, finish up here and we'll go someplace and talk it out, okay?
Commander, a comment if you please. Angle your right shoulder toward the target a bit more, and your accuracy will increase by 13.4%.
Are you sure, Beta?
Affirmative, Commander. It will place you directly on line.
100% accuracy on final target group. Total cumulative score 96.500. Next, please.
Well, that did work better. Thanks, Beta.
My pleasure, Commander.
Let's walk back to base for lunch, Steve. I'm starved. You can tell me what's on your mind on the way.
It's my parents' last message, Christina. It haunts me.
You know it might never be possible to put a definite meaning to that message.
I can't accept that. My parents lost their lives trying to tell me the secret that could destroy the Dominion. I have to find it, Christina.
Commander, as I recall, their message was, to destroy the Dominion, first you must destroy, and then the transmission was cut off.
What could it mean? Destroy what? What could be so crucial to the Dominion system that to destroy it would mean an end to the whole thing?
The key is probably in your Dominion past, Steve.
But where? In what random combination of thoughts and facts? Beta, I wish I had memory banks to scan like you do.
It is more convenient and efficient. If I might be permitted to observe, there are many deficiencies in the human brain.
As you're forever reminding us, baby.
Well,
on the other hand,
I do hope
humans have some
you do
things
better,
I
man.
deeply admire. Ears, for example.
You're my
Wonderful
lowest
parts.
count streamer, and
That's
the other
it,
one is
Beta.
playing a game
You're a
that will
genius.
net them an average viewer base.
I think I
Gotcha,
finally
host.
know
I
a way
wish
to get
Twitch
close
better
enough to Dominion
supported
to
the
learn
streamer
the secret.
in this aspect. It's
Would
fine.
work.
I'm fine. Thank you, though. I do appreciate it.
During lunch, Richards outlines his daring plan.
I know I'm right, General. I've spent months trying to figure this out, and finally I think I have a plan that'll work.
Sounds interesting, but extremely dangerous. However, I'm willing to listen. Christina, pass the meat enhancer, the beef. And Beta, I believe I'll have a refill on the Opergian beer.
Send out for Opergian beer, me. I'm not the service droid, really.
I'm listening, Steve.
Well, first a question, sir. How much do you know about Dominion home world?
Not nearly as much as we need to. We know it's on the planet Vega, that Yggdrathor appears to be in charge, and that the planet's surrounded by a deadly, high-energy force field.
As far as we know, no one's ever seen their leader. Precious little is known about Yggdrathor. And every attempt to penetrate the force field has resulted in death.
Ah, Beta, thank you. Just set it down here.
I've alerted the service droid if you need anything else. Have I missed anything?
You got two viewers. The
General,
one,
when I was with Dominion,
that's one
nothing
who's
of importance was decided without
whole viewer
definitive
more.
orders
Shut
from
up and
Vega.
eat your views.
No questions asked.
Vega? Not
Alright, I'll eat my views. Thank you. I will eat my views happily. Thank you for everybody that comes in. I'm happy just chilling out, drawing a fucking rat. Just drawing a cute rat with big boobs. Let me enjoy myself. I just wanted to draw her. I know she normally doesn't have boobs, but I don't give a fuck. It's my design, I'll draw her however I want.
One of them, Luna 1, has an atmosphere tolerable for humans. Correct, Beta?
Affirmative, Commander. But the atmosphere on Luna 1 is quite thin, approaching the dead zone. Barely breathable for your
I hope
life.
Simon's doing well.
Sir, a small landing party would plant a listening device on Vega. What it picks up could be monitored from our long-range scanners
I do like big
recently
boobs,
installed in the
which
cargo
is good.
lockers.
It's a long shot, Steve.
But is there any alternative, Father? If this works,
Which is good.
it could be a
I
major
love big
breakthrough.
boobs, and I
The mission
cannot
is
lie.
within the limits of probability, General.
It's high risk, no matter what the probability.
Sir, if the Dominion is vulnerable, if it is hiding a fatal weakness,
Yeah, bam.
by listening in on home world.
All right.
Blam,
You're
blam,
convinced
blam.
The secret can only be found on Vega, Steve. Then we must try to find it. Get your landing party together. Permission to go to Luna 1
Yeah.
granted.
Dab. Oh, thank you, buddy. Thank you for the bits. You're the best.
Deep inside the caverns of Vega, a conversation
You like the
between
stock?
two familiar voices.
You like the stock, kid?
You have done well, my
Invest in boobs.
I sensed a change.
You can also invest in boobs. You, sir, you over there, trying to act like you can't hear me.
It is easy to discover their plans.
They intend to come.
I could not find it, so fuck it. It's on memory.
I will be waiting for them.
Time is now a factor to be considered, sir.
Yes, it will be costly to me, but it must be done. I will turn my attention toward Luna 1, and away from the master plan for a time. These rebels cannot be allowed to play their game pieces out of turn. Only I decide the move.
The Luna 1 landing party travels through the blackness of space, heading toward a small moon in the next star system. The long and perilous journey has just begun.
I know. What kind of memory do I even
Course
have?
plotted and locked in, Commander. Course correct as needed.
Estimated time to the Vega moon, Beta?
ETA 1 day, 3 hours, 57 minutes.
Let's put the time to good use then. Dr. Close, as our mission scientist, what can you tell us about Luna 1?
Beta, scan the standard catalog for Luna's raw data, please.
One of 3 Vega moons. Luna 1 is in the star system Cagulus Epsilon. It is barren, waterless, and cold. The atmosphere, a marginal mix of oxygen and nitrogen. Pressure equivalent to 18,000 feet of Earth's altitude.
That's mighty thin air, Commander.
Computer course correction 019. Mark.
Acknowledged, computer.
An interesting fact, we are not the first
Not
Luna
too
1
much.
landing party.
I like how
You mean the
you're
moon
on
is
file.
inhabited?
Not from
Not
memory.
exactly.
It's
Does the name Dr.
about the
Arnold
have
Brewer
the
mean
bigger
anything?
than
Or the
from
Brewer
memory.
expedition?
She doesn't have breasts. I know
and I
that.
researched the Vega
She's
system.
basically a really cute rat girl,
exploration
and
team
I'm
from Earth,
like, you know what?
searching
Fuck
for
it.
possible
It's my
colonization
fucking
sites in the
character. I'll
galaxy
do whatever the
about
fuck I
40
want.
years ago.
Those expeditions to find
Nobody
settlements were
remembers this
common before
character.
Dominion came to power.
I was
My
also
father
going to
was
draw
navigator for the
my
ones who were
Starfinder
straight
rat
before
girl.
they settled.
Computer
And I'm
course
like,
correction 008. Mark.
Acknowledged, computer.
I don't recall seeing the findings of the Brewer expedition, though.
That's the mystery, Commander. After making a verified landing on Luna 1, the entire expedition disappeared.
All attempts to locate the team or its ship's log were a failure. No sign of the spacecraft or any of the crew was ever found.
Yeah,
The
she's
Brewer
kind of got that
expedition
mood.
Luna 1 vanished without
Fuck me.
trace.
Damn it.
the rebel mission begins its landing on Luna 1.
Okay, Baker, take her down in that clearing.
Power to 1/3. Port thrusters on auto.
We're on final.
Now, when we get down, Baker, you stay with the shuttle. Be ready to lift off in a hurry.
Roger, Commander. Won't be too soon for me. This place gives me the creeps already, and we haven't even landed.
Power hover. Steady over landing target. 50 meters.
Now, Dr. Close, we'll be relying on you and Beta for constant readings and analyses once we're on Luna 1.
I'll be paying special attention to respiration rates. Remember, there's barely enough oxygen to keep us functioning at normal performance levels.
Take her down, Beta.
Descent countdown. 10 meters. 5, 2, 1. We have contact. Power off.
Give me a quick scan of the surface, Beta.
Planet's atmospheric
Wow.
and geographic readings match the standard catalog data, Commander. Subsistence conditions for human life forms, no more.
What's that noise?
Commander, I'm getting unusual energy readings. Some of it could be coming from the force field around Vega, but most of it's coming directly from Luna 1.
Keep monitoring, Beta. All right, everybody, let's plant that listening probe and get out of here as quickly as we can. Baker, release the descent ramp.
As the landing party leaves the safety of the rebel shuttlecraft,
What was that?
Here it is again.
I'm scanning. Indications of a large mass of energy behind those rocks, coming directly for us.
Try to reach the safety of those boulders. Fire as you go. Phasers on kill.
What is it? Must be 12 feet tall. Look at those claws. And its teeth. It's obviously some kind of mutation.
Run. Run for it. Phasers don't seem to affect the thing. It just keeps coming. Wait. What's happening?
It's gone. Where and why? We were at its mercy.
Energy mass no longer readable, Commander.
What was its composition, Beta?
No known life form, Doctor. Just massive energy readings.
Our phasers were useless against it. Why didn't it kill us?
Commander, we've got to rest a moment. Respiration rates were reaching dangerous levels. We must breathe normally. It's important.
Dr. Close, I feel lightheaded and nauseated.
Oxygen narcosis, Christina. Don't be concerned. You're hypoxic, that's all.
Commander, might I suggest we proceed to the coordinates you've chosen for planting the listening device, and then get off this moon as soon as possible? Nothing about this place seems right to me.
Couldn't agree more, Beta. All right, now stay alert. Follow me.
Did you feel that?
Yes. A seismic disturbance of some kind.
Rock strata on Luna 1 is shifting. Tremendous pressure from below the surface.
A rock slide, Steve, and it's heading right for us.
Try to outrun it. Head for that.
It's headed right for us.
Beta! Steve! Can't move! Something's holding me!
Christina, this way! Break free!
Can't! It won't let me! The rock slide!
Something
It's coming
shifting.
straight at me!
Something shifting.
Christina! Beta, help me clear these rocks away from her.
Christina, answer me!
What's shifting?
Are you all right? Christina!
What's happening?
Carefully.
Lord, what?
Watch your head.
What
It's
could be
bleeding.
happening?
Move her as little as possible.
Vernon F.
Can you hear me?
Agreed.
Beta, med scan quickly.
It's not possible, Commander. There are absolutely no readings at all.
Damn it.
Oh, Christina!
No readings. You've got to be mistaken. Dr. Close, scan again.
I just want to make sure that she doesn't look exactly like fucking Rivet
Negative.
from fucking...
Brain waves. Negative.
You mean she's dead?
No, she is not dead. I would know.
Not dead, Steve. But she isn't alive either. She appears to be in stasis.
A suspended state of some kind. I have no other satisfactory explanation.
We've got to get her
No,
back
no,
to
no.
Cygnus
The
3.
biggest thing is
something can be
that
done over there.
look up
What about the
Rivet
listening
from
probe, Commander?
Forget it. I dropped
Ratchet
it
and
back there somewhere.
Clank.
Beta, take Christina.
I
We've
just
got to move
want to
fast
make
if
sure
she's to
that
have any chance of
because
survival.
she also has goggles and stuff like that. I want to make sure that
The landing party quickly returns to the shuttle.
that they're not. They don't look
Surprise
similar.
awaits them.
I'm getting dizzy, Doctor, and my head aches.
We've exceeded all limits for oxygen starvation long ago. I'm having the same symptoms, even hallucinating.
Speaking of hallucinations...
I don't understand, Commander. What do you see?
Nothing. That's the problem. Unless my coordinates are off, our shuttle should be right in front of us. Can you confirm, Beta?
With all that's happened, I'm a bit out of sync, Commander. But you are correct. That's where we left Lieutenant Baker and the shuttle. They've vanished.
Then we're trapped. Trapped on Luna 1.
While the rebel landing party struggles with the unknown,
Yeah.
unexplained events have
Yeah,
also been happening
fucking-
within the Dominion system.
No!
Freak.
There we go.
Two
Thank
of
God.
Dominion's top commanders are
Thank
missing.
fucking
Their
God.
ships simply disappeared.
Damn
from
it. It
observation.
happens so much to
paid to
Burnsy
find out what
for
happened.
no goddamn reason.
I've already given my
And I'm like, no, don't come to me. Stay in Burnsy's stream.
yours to make.
You've given no report, Krieg. You just said
Yeah, just give her-
watch the
give
scope,
her some
and your
sharper.
patience will be rewarded. You call that intelligence information? Why, if Major Connors were here, he would know how to deal with this incompetent fool.
Unfortunately for us all, your humanoid is still being refitted and reprogrammed. Never fear, General. I can handle Krieg myself.
God damn it.
Will tell us what we want to know, alien. Are the Dominion commanders dead?
Well, it's not
Have they
just
been
you.
purged by Homeworld? Is it possible to broaden our base of power and take command of their sectors too?
It's not just Board,
General
it's
Derek,
everyone.
The missing Dominion
It's
command
not
ships
just-
are back on the scope. Both of them. Exactly where they were before they disappeared. And communications back online, too.
I told you all would be as it was, and so I take my...
Kick.
I don't understand. Were they really gone or not? Was it a trick, Vashaya?
Probably just a communications malfunction. Don't waste any more valuable time on it. There's nothing in it for us.
So where's Krieg? No one dismissed him.
I believe the alien is gone, General. He seems to have slipped away, as he so often does.
No!
Surface of Luna 1, what's left of the rebel
There's
landing party counts its losses.
No!
Baker's missing, along with a shuttlecraft.
That's so much
The listening
money.
probe's buried
Come
under
on. That's a lot of money, buddy.
Christina. We're alone, Dr. Close. Except
Thank you, though. I do appreciate it. You're awesome.
This is
It,
what
I
the
would
system
would
must have felt.
shout you out if that meant any goddamn thing to you.
Wait, Commander. The energy field is receding. Readings show it's losing power rapidly.
Beta's right. It's fading away. Should reach normal levels right about
You
now.
keep doing it. Stop it.
Christina, she's moving. Med
See
scan,
if
Beta.
that
hurry.
helps. To Twitch to
signs
give
are
you
all
more,
returning.
yeah,
And the
even a
head wound and
blood
body
for the
that's
blood
right
gods.
disappeared.
Give me
It's
more.
Amazing.
Board Birdie is best right now. Board Birdie gets all of
Stop
mine.
around like that.
Hey,
My headache.
33 pennies is more than I had.
Ridiculous.
That's the Colonel Zane we all know. I'd say
Sure
she's going to be
fat.
just fine.
What are we doing out here in the cold anyway? Why aren't we in the shuttle?
Christina, the
Yeah.
shuttle vanished. We're trapped here.
You must be losing it, Commander. The shuttle's right behind you.
What? Well, how the...
This is all totally illogical and a terrible strain on my circuits.
Commander,
If you could manage to tear yourselves away from the beautiful scenery here, the shuttle is standing by for immediate
Oh my
liftoff.
god, bored.
Is everything all right
No,
over there?
Just fine,
stop
Baker.
it.
We're on our way.
Did you plant the listening code, Steve?
You destroyed in the rock slide.
It worked.
I think it was. Come on, I've had enough of this place. Let's get back to Cygnus 3.
Debriefing this mission's going to be interesting. How do we know what actually did happen to us on Luna 1?
Well, the mission wasn't exactly a success. Without that probe working, discovering the secret seems as far away as ever. And yet, I have the nagging feeling that we did discover something of importance while on the Vega moon. The question is...
Tech support. No. Thank you, board. Do you think that tech support has come in and tried to save my stream? How bad is it?
Every 12 hours.
Do I need to restart stream? Is it that bad?
It will continue until its power source is exhausted.
Let me see.
Captain Dwyer. Final
Thank you for the biddies, but like,
Brewer expedition.
do I need
I've told
to
you everything.
restart?
All dead. I am the last. I had to survive to tell the story.
That's all I can ask.
Horrible, unspeakable terror and power. And now you know the secret of this thing. It must be destroyed or Earth is doomed. The entire
Nice.
galaxy is doomed.
Before it was absolute dog shit.
The secret of Dominion. Have you discovered it? And what is Emerald Tree? More clues follow in episode 10. The Search Party.
Orbiting in space, a Dominion command ship shines golden in the reflection of the sun. Inside, General Derek confronts her enemy, Vashaya.
You may have the ear of Yggdrathor, Vashaya, but I am not impressed with your performance.
I really
And
think
I
because
command
bits hit your channel, Twitch
You're overreacting.
upped your priority. Wow. Wow.
You dare
That would be
refer to
crazy
Mr.
if that
Connors
was
as my
true.
toy?
What then?
Such a dick
humanoid?
move.
An advanced
Fucking
robot at best?
Twitch.
You behave as if he were human.
You tore him apart.
Yes, and I enjoyed it.
Connors is my second in command. He is valued and trusted.
Not is, General. Was.
Major Connors is being reconstructed. Meanwhile, your actions have put my command in jeopardy once again.
My actions. Your humanoid led the all-out attack on Cygnus 3 that failed. He turned back.
He was facing 4 armed transports. His decision was entirely logical.
I disagree, General. I reviewed the log. Perhaps you should do the same. I'll put it on the screen for you.
You better have your facts right, Vashaya.
This is what Connors was facing. I'll use the multiplier and add enhancements. Now, look closely at the outline of those transports.
See, you should have caught
I've seen this shit before.
They're unarmed.
Notice the
That's
Malcolm
why I
rail.
was like,
one
hey, I got
planet
99
them.
bits and the latency is
The alien in
my
front
problem.
confirmed
Let's see
their
if
fault.
flushing burritos
They call
work.
themselves neutral.
That's real sad though.
They will be. A lesson they'll never forget.
They should really fucking.
Your mission I leave
I mean,
within
if
the
it's
hour.
all on fucking
The Virgin
Twitch's
homeworld will
like
be
priority
totally
shit, it's
annihilated.
like,
Good.
dude, fuck you
Vashaya,
a little bit.
Though I dislike you intensely, I must admit, you do your job with admirable enthusiasm.
There's much to be done before I... General,
Are you in pain, Vashaya?
A knife being turned inside
Yeah.
my head.
Sit down. We'll apply Q system immediately.
Hurry.
Unbutton your shirt. The applicator must be over the heart.
And then
The sharp
you
pain
too.
inside my head is almost
Right there. Items.
It's gone.
Readout confirms a physical exam required. You must contact Dr. Ariel Jodma immediately.
Is she the only doctor on board?
Yes. Why do you ask?
Let's just say we don't get along. An examination is a most unwelcome interruption. I suppose it must be done. Nevertheless, expect Opergian homeworld to disappear from all scanners.
All I know
by
is my
noon
stream
tomorrow.
quality B,
Day, General?
and it's gone, and it's bad.
The man is an overbearing fool. I hope his head explodes. It would be a pleasure to be rid of him once and for all.
On the dark side of the rocky, wind-swept planet Cartone, Commander Richards marvels at the progress of the new launch platforms that will soon be used against the Dominion.
Fantastic! The struts are up, liners are in. Hey, your crew's made remarkable progress, Baton.
Thank you, sir. It's such a great feeling to be pulling out ahead of the Dominion for a change.
Are we talking about the same thing?
I forgot, sir. You just got back from Luna 1.
Yes. What's been going on?
While you were on the Vega Moon, sir, Rebel forces made tremendous advances on all fronts. Every gamble we took, every guess we made was right. And at the same time, Dominion aggression against us almost stopped.
Did you say, while we were on the Vega Moon, a noticeable decrease in a Dominion show of power? Are you sure, Baton?
Positive, Commander. There were almost no patrols, no attacks, hardly a blip on the scanners for a week.
Interesting. I wonder, maybe we learned more about the secret while we were on Luna 1 than we thought.
Commander Richards. Urgent comlink. Can you come down, sir?
Right away, Sergeant. Give me a hand, Baton.
It's General Zane, Commander, on full scramble.
Richards here. What is it, General?
Steve, we just got an urgent message from inside the Dominion.
From inside the Dominion?
Affirmative. It came through in old 20th century Morse code. Clear as a bell. On the same frequency we used to check Lotron tubes.
Who sent it?
We don't know, Steve. But the message said the Dominion is about to move against the Duchess. Their plan is to destroy the Opergian planet.
They must have found out about the transports, General.
I've contacted the Duchess myself. She's taking the message seriously and evacuating the planet.
Evacuating? Why?
She's only got 5 hours, Steve.
We owe the very existence of Cygnus 3 to the Opergians, General. They're in this trouble because of us.
I agree. The location of the Opergian ship is on your computer in Sub 3. Leave immediately, Steve. You must get them out safely.
Three Vagon-type Dominion cruisers thunder toward Opergian homeworld. Their mission? Total destruction of every form of life on the planet. In the lead cruiser, Dr. Ariel Jodma completes her examination.
I'm afraid our tests show a few problems, Vishaya.
I was aware of that when I came in here. Could you possibly elaborate on your diagnosis for me?
You were exposed to 10 years of neutron radiation while in prison on the planet Satar. Is that true?
Quite true.
Your central nervous system has been extremely resilient, unusually so. But radiation is radiation, my dear Vishaya. And the human body is only the human body.
There is a point to all this, Doctor.
Yes, there is. Your body is losing its long fight against the radiation effects. A reversal process is taking place.
Will this reversal cause any severe damage to my normal functions?
Quaintly put. Eventually, it will cause your death.
Your concern is overwhelming. No doubt you've already calculated when my bodily functions will cease.
The prognosis is that you have 3...
Years?
More like 3 weeks. You heard me. Being a soldier of fortune, you should accept death quite easily, Vishaya.
Only 3 weeks. Are you quite sure?
I rarely miscalculate.
But even if there is a remission, it will merely delay the inevitable. By the way, there will be side effects.
What side effects?
Odd feelings of heat centering about your heart, and your flesh will change, darken in color, becoming purplish.
Doctor, I really don't want to hear
The heat will
this.
increase inside your veins until... But no matter. You will be unconscious by then. I would suggest you put your affairs in order, Vishaya.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Your diagnosis is painfully clear.
My pleasure, Vishaya. Oh, on your way out, would you tell the nurse to send in the next patient?
An Opergian command ship slowly moves towards Cygnus 3. Its outline reveals hundreds of spacecraft clinging like lice to its surface. They are Opergian workships, crammed to capacity with refugees. Commander Stephen Richards approaches for rendezvous.
Incredible sight.
Yeah, she's got brown fur.
Well, at least they're on their way. Let's see. Short line comlink is 23.9. The Duchess should be expecting me. Calling Opergian Command. This is Rebel Commander Stephen Richards.
Violation of approach distance by intruder. Prepare to fire.
Not again. Duchess, this is Stephen Richards.
On my command, fire. That was a warning, Stephen. Hold your present position.
But, all right. All right, holding position as ordered.
Because I agreed to help you and your friends, Stephen, we have been forced to evacuate our homeland, leaving everything behind. I am angry, very angry. General Zane has apologized to me and my people, but you, Stephen, have not.
But there was nothing else we could have done. When the attack on Cygnus 3 came, we were forced to use your transports as a bluff.
It was a costly bluff, Stephen.
And I'm sorry. Will you permit me to come aboard, Duchess? I'll try to explain what happened. Perhaps then you'll understand why.
This has been a while.
Never mind.
This has been a super long time.
It's just that
I forgot this is what I did.
no further
And then,
explanation is needed.
wham, get
Permission
rid
to
of all
come
these
aboard.
colors
Use
because I
docking
don't
port
need
number
them.
3.
The bridge of the Opergian command ship is crowded. Duchess Bianca Azizi, a direct descendant of the Queen, is very much in control.
Locator scanner to full. Screen 9 for Cygnus 3.
Rebel planet up on 9.
Full ahead.
Full ahead, Excellency. Cygnus 3 in 12 hours, 41 minutes.
This ship handles almost like a fighter, Bianca, in spite of its size.
But with all those hitchhikers on the outside, Stephen, we're burning fuel at a fantastic rate. There are 17,000 people on this ship alone. If the Dominion finds us before we reach the safety of Cygnus 3...
There's no way Vishaya could locate this ship.
All personnel to battle stations. An enemy explorer probe just missed us, Excellency. A Dominion seeker must be nearby.
A seeker? It'll launch more probes.
Use the null system to destroy the seeker.
Vectoring. All ships locked on. 2, 1, launch.
You see, guidance on all ships target the seeker, Stephen, and then launch missiles for the point where locator scans intersect.
I get it. At the null point.
Null system on ready. Countdown.
If that seeker launched more than one probe, we could be in deep trouble.
Seekers are automatic. It's just luck when they locate a target.
Our luck just ran out. A probe has found us.
2, 1.
Well, that takes care of the seeker. But now the Dominion knows our location. The probe reported back automatically.
Get to communications, Stephen. I'll handle things here. Your people must know.
Inside Vishaya's lead war cruiser, a young officer reports.
Backup scanners confirm previous readouts, sir. Human life forms are totally absent from the Opergian planet. Only small mammals and gill breathers remain.
Do you stand by your report, Lieutenant Kerr?
Yes, sir. I checked the scanners twice to be absolutely sure.
Where can they be? Where? I can't think with this headache.
Are we still going to use the Christon cannons on the planet, sir?
Naturally, Lieutenant Kerr. The Opergians may have eluded us for the moment, but we can make sure they have nothing left to come home to.
Comlink, sir. It's General Derek.
What can the old witch want now? Patch it. This is Vishaya, General.
Vishaya, one of our seeker probes located a large ship near the outer limits of Opergian space. I thought you'd like to know.
A large ship. Anything else?
The report indicates the presence of over 17,000 life forms on that ship.
The Opergians. We've got them.
Their coordinates are on your screen, easily within range.
We leave immediately. Vishaya out. Lieutenant Kerr?
Yes, sir.
Patch me through to the other Vagon cruisers.
They're armed and ready, sir. Green lights on all the other units. And we're online, sir.
Attention all units. This is Vishaya. We leave immediately for the coordinates on your screens. Armed Christon cannons. Full destructive force. Prepare to fire on the Opergian home world. Fire!
As Vishaya rushes to overtake the Opergians, General Derek pays a secret visit to the robotics lab, where Major Connors is being reconstructed.
Welcome, Exalted One. The General honors us.
Show me Connor's technician. Where is he?
Certainly, General. He is being kept at 0 degrees between working sessions. The chart indicates Connors is connected. He's stored in tray 4. We are very pleased with our work.
The reconstruction is excellent. Yes, he looks just as he did.
His programming is all but complete. Do you require activation?
I want to add a personal touch to his program.
Certainly, but implantation must take place in the twilight state, a precondition that triggers an auto sequence. You understand?
Bring him to the twilight state now.
It is always gratifying to watch them come to life, so to speak.
Humanoid, Class 1, nameplate Connors.
Moments now, a few adjustments.
Humanoid, Class 1, nameplate Connors.
Technician, this is a very private moment between the humanoid and myself. Do I make myself clear?
Oh, 1,000 pardons. I shall wait outside.
Twilight state. Receptors targeted for programming.
Connors, can you hear me?
Voice recognition. Storage activation. Good day, General Derek. Programming receptors are available.
Connors, this is a primary command.
Primary command. Accepted.
Motivational implant. Vishaya is dangerous.
Vishaya is dangerous.
For my protection, Vishaya must die. He must be eliminated.
Vishaya must be eliminated.
Action command. You will arrange for Vishaya to be killed when I give the order. I'll choose the time to implement.
I will arrange to have Vishaya killed at your command.
Programming complete.
Complete.
Welcome back, my pet.
Unaware of Connor's new instructions, Vishaya races to a rendezvous in space. Fast and brutally efficient, the Vagon cruisers are nearing the intercept point.
Closing. Visual in 3 minutes. Prepare for retrofire.
Retros to computer positive.
Hold the retros, Lieutenant Kerr. I just thought of something. A straight line from Opergian home world passing through their last reported position would end at
Cygnus 3, sir.
At our speed, delaying retrofire only 0.4 of a second will place us between the Opergians and Cygnus 3.
They would be unable to get past us.
Affirmative, sir. We would be directly in their path.
Reprogram the retrofire.
Yes, sir. Plus 4/10.
Retrofire in 20 seconds.
Set Christon cannons for the Opergian command chip on main scanner.
Retros to computer positive.
3, 2, 1.
Give me open channel on comlink.
Channel open, sir.
This is Vishaya. Enemies of the Dominion must die.
It's Vishaya.
Dominion warships dead ahead.
We're trapped. He'll destroy us all.
Is the reward for treachery. All ships prepare to fire Christon cannons. Fire!
What happened?
I don't know. The cannons fired, but the charges never reached us. It's Devon from Delphi. Devon, what have you done?
I have interfered with your world, Richard. For the moment, time has stopped, and all in the war machine wait with it.
Stephen, we're moving past the Christon charges.
They're frozen in space.
Yes, my friend, and they shall stay frozen until your party reaches Cygnus 3. It is written, the hermits of Delphi may stop time, but there is a condition. We may not touch, may not harm, may not interfere. And you will not upset this delicate balance, Commander Richards. This act is coldly taken in direct retaliation against the Dominion for the brutal death of Lucan, our brother.
Look, we're passing under the Vagon cruisers, and they can't do anything to stop us.
Engineering to bridge.
This is the bridge. Go ahead, engineering.
There's a mystery here, Your Excellency. Suddenly, our fuel supplies have increased 3-fold. We have no explanation.
For the brutal death of Lucan, our brother.
Devon again. The fuel is to help us return to Cygnus 3.
Remarkable. He's given us our lives. Engineering, full power. We're heading for Cygnus 3, and we're going to make it.
Hours later, time begins again for the Dominion.
The Opergians. They've disappeared. Where are they? Where have they gone?
The answer to Vishaya's question is home. Home to a new life on Cygnus 3.
The secret of Dominion. Have you discovered it? And what is Emerald Tree? More clues follow in episode 11, The Plot Against Vishaya.
Dominion, at times a sleeping dragon, seemingly vulnerable, less alert, only to erupt with fire and destruction, crushing the rebel forces. 1900 hours on Cygnus 3. An event has already taken place that will have startling consequences. As Christina Zane opens the door to her room, she notices a familiar form on her bed.
Oh. Beta, what are you doing lying on my bed? Is that an ice pack on your head?
Christina, autodiagnostic data indicates a high-intensity filibration in my head plate. According to my memory banks, this is what you do when you have a headache, but it doesn't seem to be doing me any good.
Well, that's not too surprising, Beta. Here, scoot over. Let me sit down. And get that ice pack off your head. The drop in temperature will cause your synaptic circuits to malfunction.
I feel awful.
Oh, Beta friend, you're a robot. Take my word for it. You can't have a headache. On the other hand, a dysfunction this strong could only be caused by one thing: acting on conflicting primary commands.
You're right, Christina. I had to choose, And I did. Oh.
Oh, now maybe it isn't as bad as you think. Just tell me what happened.
Remember last week when we were all at the Club Tri-Space 17?
I remember.
Commander Richards was talking about needing more source information if the secret that could destroy the Dominion is ever to be found.
Mm-hmm.
He said the only way to get at that information was to go back to his old Dominion command ship. And then he would be able to search Philip's locker to see what was left.
What I want to do. I want to go back to my old Dominion command ship. I've been thinking a lot about Phillips lately. He was aboard quite a while before he was killed. If I could get into his locker, there might be some clues in his personal effects.
Just can that idea, Commander. The General would never agree to your going back inside a Dominion command ship, no matter what the reason.
McCormick is right, Steve. It would be suicide. And there's no guarantee that Phillips's things haven't been destroyed, even if he did leave something behind.
Order. I am your service droid. Punch up your favorite selection, please.
Give us a couple more minutes, okay? We're not quite ready.
No order. Human indecision. No order. Human indecision.
Commander, the odds against successfully completing a mission such as you are suggesting would be very high. But speaking solely from the standpoint of logical deduction...
Oh, stop it, Beta. There's nothing logical about this idea. Oh, you can't resist quoting statistical probabilities, can you?
I realize I may do that a bit too often.
Commander, Phillips was an experienced intelligence operator. He wouldn't have risked notes or evidence.
You're saying Phillips was a professional. That's exactly my point. If a pro had found out anything about the secret, he would have figured a way to keep that information safe until he could get it out. Maybe it's waiting to be discovered, and all I have to do is go there and find...
Believe it, Beta. Beta, tell me exactly what you did.
Oh, Christina, I helped Commander Richards go back to the Dominion command ship.
How could you, Beta? Your primary purpose is to protect me and all the rebels on Cygnus 3. You might have sent Steve to his death.
I know, but his reasons for going were so logical. If he found the secret to destroy Dominion, all the rebels would be saved. What could I do?
Oh, I see. I understand now. A classic robotic nightmare, conflicting primary commands. Oh, poor Beta. But I still can't believe you actually did it.
I did it. But the course I plotted to Dominion Corps Command would conceal Commander Richards from scanners most of the way.
We've got to tell Father. Maybe it's not too late. Steve wouldn't disobey a direct order to abort the flight.
It's too late, Christina.
What do you mean?
By my calculations, if all has gone according to plan, Commander Richards is already on board the Dominion command ship.
And if not?
Then he's been captured. And the last thing he told me was he wouldn't allow himself to be taken alive.
Aboard the Dominion command ship, in General Derrick's private quarters, a game of quadrimensional chess is being played. A game with moves made for keeps.
Queen takes pawn. Check. It's time to eliminate Vishaya, dear one. My plans for personal power must move forward. Your move.
King takes queen.
I will review the alternative methods and report my choice to you immediately.
Rook to rook 5. Check.
I don't want to know how it will be done. Just when it's over. Understood?
King to knight 1.
Perfectly, General. I will not disappoint you.
Knight to knight 6.
Vishaya's grown unstable, irrational. You will actually be doing the Dominion a patriotic service.
Rook to bishop 3.
General, might I suggest an ingenious move? If Vishaya simply disappears, his untimely demise need not be associated with us in any way.
Rook to Rook 8. Check. Yes. I could report him missing in action. A term I've always found useful. King to Bishop 2.
If we're clever enough, Yggdrathor and the leader will have no second thoughts about Vishaya's death.
Then see to it. I want Vishaya eliminated permanently. Rook to Bishop 8. Check and mate. It appears I'm the winner this time, my pet.
Deep in the labyrinth of passageways on General Derek's command ship, Stephen Richards makes his way down a long row of storage lockers. His heartbeat loud in his own ears, Richards checks the locker nameplates reflected in the glow of his handlight.
Getting close. Let's see. Pennington, Peters, Phelps, Post. No Phillips. His locker must have been cleared out. Another dead end. What's that?
His heart about to explode in his chest, Richards freezes and waits for his fate to be decided.
Hold it right there. Hands over your head and turn around. Very slowly. Do exactly as I tell you, or you're dead.
The prison ship Ram, in endless orbit around a dead sun in the outlands of space. On board, Major Connors. He was expected. No one enters the Ram without prior clearance. It houses the most dangerous of Dominion's convicts.
Take me to the prisoner at once, Sergeant.
Yes, sir. We'll take this elevator cage. After you, sir. Prisoner 91. He's a bad one, sir. You're the first visitor he's ever had, I think.
Deck requested.
Deck D, cell block 2.
Stand clear on board, please.
The cage moves down. Following his new programming, Connors is about to meet with an assassin, prisoner 91, Grigory Roshin, age 52, in and out of prison most of his adult life, sentenced to the ROM 6 years ago for a brutal murder. An attempted escape resulted in a 1-year disciplinary sentence on Satar. Now, serving the balance of his life term on the ROM, all parole denied.
Destination reached. Deck D, cell block 2.
Follow me, Major.
I expect to be left alone with the prisoner, Sergeant Troy.
Do you think that's wise, sir? I mean, 91 is one of the most violent prisoners on the ROM.
I assure you, I'll be quite safe. Remain outside the cell until I signal.
Whatever you say, sir. This is his cell. I'll code you in, Major.
Well, well, a visitor. And if I'm not mistaken, a humanoid.
I'm here because I need your talent, Roshan.
Which one? I have so many.
Your speed, Roshan. Your deadly accuracy. And your knowledge.
Knowledge of what?
Not what, Roshan. Whom?
Ah, you want someone eliminated. Do I know him?
Your cellmate on Satar. Vishaya.
Vishaya? That sadistic maniac. He's a crazed animal. You've made a good choice coming to me. He is fast and smart. He won't be taken out easily. If I agree to your plan, what's in it for me?
Freedom, now, today, and the promise that you will become the richest man in the galaxy.
Explain.
Say a freighter loaded with rich cargo enters my territory. I could alert you. I'm sure an old pirate like you would know what to do with that information.
Yes, that could be very lucrative. Wait a minute. Why don't you just kill him yourself, humanoid.
My programming does not permit it, and it is wiser to be once removed from an event of this nature.
I owe this Shire. Eliminating him will be a pleasure.
We have a deal, then?
Deal.
Back on Derek's command ship, Richards has been discovered.
Stand perfectly still. I'm going to turn on the light. Colonel Richards?
Lipton, wait, I can explain.
What are you doing here? How did you get inside?
Lipton, believe me, it's not the way it looks. I was just trying
Wait, quick. Get behind that partition. Someone's coming. He might recognize you.
What do you mean? What's going on?
No time to explain. Just do what I tell you. Lipton. Hey, Lipton, is that you? You look like you've just seen a ghost. Is everything all right? Well, sure. Fine. I was just leaving. You know your phaser's in your hand. Oh, replaced a photon cell. I was just putting it away. Well, I'm on my way to hoist a couple. Want to join me? You look like you could use a belt or two. I'll take a rain check, okay? I've got watch detail in a few minutes. Well, too bad. Take it easy, Lipton. Colonel, Commander, you can come out now. He's gone.
Lipton, I don't understand this at all. You had every chance to turn me in, and you didn't. Why?
What are you doing back on the command ship?
I'm not sure why, but I'm going to trust you. I came here looking for Carl Phillips' personal effects. Anything he might have left behind. Anything that we could use against the Dominion.
By we, you mean the rebels? It's all right. I knew Phillips.
You did?
And I've got something that might be useful. His personal diary. It's in code, unbroken so far. When we learned he'd been tortured and killed, we raided his locker before the Dominion could get to it.
We? What's going on here, Lipton? Why would you know where to find Phillips' personal diary? He was an undercover rebel spy.
I knew that long before you did. You see, Phillips organized a resistance group on board, a fifth column. I'm part of it. Was even when you were still here.
Rebel sympathizers aboard Derek's command ship? Unbelievable.
After your visit to Centiga, you were supposed to be our most important recruit, Commander.
Listen to me, Lipton. I've got to have that diary. Will you help me get it out?
Count me in, Commander. My days here are numbered anyway. I've been a little indiscreet sabotaging missions lately. Major Connors has his suspicions, I'm afraid.
Well, then come with me, Lipton. Help get the diary where it belongs.
You don't need to ask twice, Commander. But we're going to need quite a diversion to get out of here in one piece. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of everything. But I'll have to hide you until the night watch.
Then you'll come back with the diary.
You bet. It's my ticket to freedom on Cygnus 3.
Cygnus 3, Mission Control. Lieutenant McCormick reports another unexplained disappearance in space.
McCormick, it's obvious you're under stress. When you get back to Cygnus 3 for debriefing, a reason for all this will be found.
With all due respect, General, you weren't here. You didn't see a 36,000-kilo protojet melt into space like so much fog.
What's your status now, Lieutenant?
We're still in Quadrant 4, sir. We were jumped by 3 Dominion protojets. We've lost Lieutenant Foster. They got her on the first pass. And Baker's protojet is badly damaged. But we blew 2 of them to space dust, General, and I had the 3rd one in my sights, ready to take him out, when he just faded away.
You're sure it wasn't a move into hyperspace?
No way, sir. No boosters, no afterburn, no nothing.
How we doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Hi. Oh, stop. Stop. You guys. This window, the perfect place to take... Whoops, where am I? Living my best life somewhere else? Insert your ex's name here.
Even crazier, my scanner showed no trace of matter. Just massive energy readings.
All right, Lieutenant. We'll discuss it later. Bring your men back to Cygnus 3 immediately.
We're on our way. McCormick out.
Father, is there any news about Steve?
Nothing. We've been listening in on the Dominion channel, but so far it's just the usual. I still can't believe that Steve would risk everything on an impossible mission. I'd really be angry if I weren't so worried.
I know.
However, we can be fairly certain he hasn't been captured. The Dominion wouldn't be able to resist parading a prize like Steve before the entire galaxy, alive or dead.
On General Derek's command ship, the greenery of a hydroponic garden exists side by side with the Dominion machinery of death and destruction. But even this oasis of peace and beauty may grow dangerous.
All right, Connors, I'm here. But I won't be for long, so get to the point. I can barely breathe in this heat.
Our business won't take long. Let's walk toward the waterfall. I won't be seeing you again, Bashaya.
No? Has General Derek finally decided to get rid of you? Where are you going?
I'm not going anywhere, Bashaya. It is you who's being dismissed.
Who are you kidding?
Oh, God.
Not another step, Shia.
Well, my old cellmate, Roshan. Didn't you learn anything on Satar? You were never a match for me.
Stop moving. Don't come any closer.
Why don't you just shoot me, Roshan? You're not still afraid of me, are you?
I told you to stop moving, Vashaya. You forced me to kill you too quickly. I've got the upper hand this time. I want to see you sweat. Plead with me to spare you. Like you made me do on Satar.
Never. You'll just have to keep backing away from me, Roshan, because I'm coming for you. You see, I have nothing to lose. I'm dying already. You didn't know that, did you? Did you?
What are you talking about, Vishaya? Stay where you are.
Roshan, look out! Behind you, the edge of the waterfall!
What? No!
So much for old cellmates. You never were smart enough to take me, Roshan. Now, I believe you and I also have a score to settle, humanoid.
Wait! It wasn't me, General Derek. All this was her idea. I was programmed, Messiah. Please! You're attacking the wrong target. It was General.
That was long overdue, Major. Oh, no. Pain again. Exploding inside my head. This heat. I've got to get out of this hydroponic cesspool before I pass out. What to do with you, Connors? You have an annoying habit of rising from the ashes. Oh, I see the perfect final resting place for father like you. I'll just drag you over here to the compost masher. In you go. Fertilizer. Useful to the end. Brilliant, Messiah. Positively brilliant.
Red alert. Fire in the launch bay. Firefighting personnel and equipment to the bay on the double.
That's it, Commander. The diversion. We'd better get out of here while they have their hands full.
Ready for blastoff, Lipton. All systems go. So long, Dominion. Next time I come back, I'll have the secret to destroy you and all you stand for. 3, 2, 1. Hang on, Lipton. We're going directly to hyperspace. Fire!
All clear, sir. No immediate pursuit on the scope.
Your resistance group is amazing, Lieutenant. General Zane is going to want to know everything about them. Could be an important tool.
I'll help in any way I can, Commander.
You already have, with Philip's diary. What a find. We've got to break that code. I'm convinced there's something important in there, Lipton. maybe even a secret.
The secret of Dominion. Have you discovered it? And what is Emerald Tree? More clues follow in episode 12, The Emerald Tree.
Vashaya's protojet moves through Starlane 47, half crazed from the unchecked effects of the deadly radiation sickness. His tortured mind is motivated by one thought: revenge. Revenge against Stephen Richards.
Time is running out. I feel like I'm boiling inside. Constant hammering in my head. Got to stay conscious a few more hours. Got to.
The lone fighter heads toward a Dominion checkpoint. Sergeant Nick Perchek is the duty officer inside the control center. Suddenly, the bank of scanners in front of him lock onto a flickering dot that appears on the screens. He opens the comlink.
Dominion Checkpoint 8 to unidentified protojet. Unauthorized use of this star lane is forbidden. What is your security clearance? Repeat, you are entering a restricted area. Identify yourself immediately.
This is Vishaya, you fool! Are you challenging me? Code me through on my personal authority.
I can't do that, sir. My orders are clear. I must have your security clearance. No exceptions, sir.
I have no time to play your games. You can't stop me. No one can stop me from killing Richards. No one.
Sir,
No
I'm going to have to alert Corps Command. Authorization for your pass-through of this area does not show on today's log.
I don't care what you do. It won't matter anyway. I'll be gone.
Nick stares at his scope. In seconds, the tiny blip has evaporated. Reaching up, he rewinds the tape and plays part of the verbal exchange between Vashaya and himself. Fate is unpredictable, for Sergeant Nick Perchek is a member of the 5th column inside the Dominion, and Lipton's contact, because he is on duty at this distant checkpoint on this particular day. The course of the war is about to alter forever.
I've got to get this information to Lipton on Cygnus 3, but I can't risk
Yes?
the transmission until night watch. Please, don't let it be too late.
I suppose. Yeah. She's a necromancer. She's
Commander
a
Stephen
lady.
Richards has been called to Cartone. Startling intelligence information has been uncovered.
Nice to see you again, Commander.
Oh, Sergeant Baton, I'd like you to meet Lieutenant Lipton.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you too, Baton.
So what's this information that's so sensitive it can't be transmitted to mission control, even on full scramble?
Don't ask me, Commander. I build towers, remember? The intelligence work belongs to Bunker Room 1, and my orders are to escort you there on the double. Right this way, gentlemen. By the way, Lieutenant, that 5th column group of yours was great news.
Thanks, Sergeant. I hope we made a small difference every once in a while.
Oh, Lipton's being too modest. They've made a big difference. They warned us of Vishaya's attack on the Opergians and of the assault on Ventress water supply a while back.
Here we are, sir. Bunker Room 1.
Oh, just being a hand.
Baton, all I see are solid rock walls.
Yeah.
That's what they all say.
Now to.
Pull that lever.
I didn't really have a plan. It's just kind of down.
Sergeant?
I had
Final
absolutely
security check
no
ahead, sir. The double helix
plan for it. If you have a plan, if you have an idea what our other
Stand on
hand
the
is
metal plates,
doing,
please.
This is the genetic scan, isn't it?
That's right, sir.
You see, Lipton, each person's cellular genetic code is like a fingerprint. Only this fingerprint is tamper-proof.
Index fingers on the lighted panel, please.
Reading dominant and recessive genetic configuration for 2 subjects. Scanning complete. Welcome to Bunker Room 1. Commander Richards.
I mean, if you have an idea for this fucking hand, I am down for it.
Bunker Room 1, a beehive of intelligence-gathering devices, listening to the secrets of a galaxy.
Welcome to Cartone, Commander.
Great.
McCormick, how's your squadron attack training
I
and
mean, if
surveillance
you've got
working?
an idea.
Ready when you need us, sir. Lieutenant Lipton, pleased to have you with us.
Likewise, McCormick.
Commander,
Bonehead,
I'll get right to the
don't
point.
worry about
We've
where
had the
that's
planet
going.
Vega under
Don't,
intensive surveillance.
sir.
Data's been collected
Your mind is in the
just doesn't make
gutter
sense.
again.
Exactly what is so mysterious, Lieutenant?
Take a look at this readout on the screen, sir. These are the geoseismic readings from Vega for the last 14 hours.
Have these figures been verified?
Commander, I can tell you that this data was also recorded at Corps Command recently. I've seen it myself. Dominion home world appears to be undergoing major crust and plate shifts. Readings all the way up to factor 6.
Well, okay, tremors, volcanic activity. But I still don't see the mystery.
I'll advance the findings. What do you make of this conclusion, sir?
I mean, she's got to focus her weapon in one, yeah.
The planet
Yeah.
appears to repair itself.
She's got a big-ass two-handed
Planet
weapon.
repairs itself? Even more strange, Commander. The high-energy force field around Vega has been steadily
No,
diminishing.
his bones
This was the
come
level
from the
12
gut.
hours ago reported by our space probe. And this is the level right now.
Explanation, Lipton?
None, sir.
I hate to say this, but there's still more, Commander. Actually, this is the real reason you were called to Cartone. Take a look. Vita scans of the planet Vega, capable of recording emissions of any life form, produce no readings at all. Nothing.
What are you saying, McCormick?
The life forms on that planet are not being picked up by our scanners. That can only mean one thing, Commander. They do not represent life form as we know it.
So the other could be
General Derek arrives
bonehead
at
that
home
she's
world
raising, or a
seeking
bonehead.
personal vengeance.
Yeah? Okay.
Where is everyone, Egrathor? There was no one at the landing.
Just being a...
Security
She's just got a bit of a fucking...
Concern is noted, General.
Like...
But my security measures are none
I wanted to
of
give
your
her this,
business.
like,
Why
kind of
are
archer
you
look, and
Ordinarily,
then,
I would
like
have
that.
made this decision myself. But since
And then we
you
have
sent
that.
Vashaya to my
I need
sector,
to...
I felt I must put my case to you personally.
Yeah.
What was that?
Pay no attention. That's an order, General. Get to the point, quickly.
You have all my reports, Egrathor. You are aware that Vashaya has been incompetent, unable to produce results, and he's grown unstable, maybe going out of his mind.
What is it you want?
What I want, Egrathor, is permission to eliminate the bounty hunter. Egrathor, are you listening to me? Perhaps I should
just
see
think
the
of...
Council of the Seven if
Just
you
that
are
I
too
can think
busy.
of. No, it's good.
I speak for the Council and the leader.
Are you all right, Egrathor? You sound different. Tired.
Go. Leave me. Take your
Oh,
petty
goodness.
human vengeance any way you choose. I do not have the time.
Could be one. Could be one. It could be one. You know, water could be turned into wine.
The ash-gray Vega planet
Oh,
convulses
man.
violently.
Girl
Before
wants
Derek's
to
terrified
talk to
eyes,
me.
The walls around her crack and split into hundreds of fine, spidery tracings. Then they begin to
Hold
disintegrate.
up. What is a man but a miserable pilot? She's got that fucking vibe. She's got the fucking vibe of like... She's just got the biggest shit-eating grin too. When a character has so much vibe, and it's not even a fucking main character. She's just for my panel. Oh my god, that's that's a garbage fucking eye.
Something
Fuck that.
extraordinary
Fuck that
begins
eye.
to happen. The Vega world appears to heal itself,
Fuck
to
that eye.
cool,
Don't even worry about that
to
eye.
repair the awful damage.
Think about that eye. Yeah, think about that eye. That's an
Too
eye.
soon. More time. I must have more time.
Time. Skull Goblet with meat? I mean, I was... Yeah, I
Returning to
mean,
Cygnus
I
3
was
from
kind of
Khartoum,
going with the,
Commander
like,
Richards
her
learns that Philip's
raising,
diary
but,
has
like,
finally been
it's
decoded.
totally fine that
given
she's
orders
just
that we're not
kind
to
of
be
chilling
disturbed.
out with
I
a
need your
fucking
best thinking.
Skull
Please
Goblet.
speculate freely on the
That would
diary's
be
contents.
fucking awesome.
The secret we're looking for
Radical
could be right in
as
front of
shit.
us.
Beta helped with the
No,
decoding
fuck
process,
up.
and he's plugged into the cryptograph, ready to assist.
A most
You don't
fascinating
fuck
code
eye?
based on cuneiform,
Sir,
space
you
law,
don't
and a
fuck
famous
eyes?
21st century chess game.
Not now.
What's
Beta.
wrong with
Correct
you?
me if I'm wrong, but as I see
But
it,
I'll be right
Philip's
back.
diary is actually...
Cygnus 3.
Thank you,
After
Sony
his
B.
evening meal,
Bye.
Richards
Don't
returns
thank
to
me.
his
It only
quarters.
encourages to be more of a horse's Thank you so. Thank you so much for the follow, Sony by 55.
An urgent message for Lieutenant Lipton from inside the Dominion flashes across the vast emptiness of space in ancient Morse code. At mission control,
what?
the message is received and decoded.
You've yet to find the rest of the horse. Oh yeah, that's a lovely statement.
Information received at 10:00 hours today, Dominion time. Priority red dispatch. 10:00 hours. Communications. Contact General
All I can
Zane.
say is
Tell him
thank
I'm
you
on my way to
everybody
the
for
commander's
coming
quarters
in and
request
staying
security.
in. I do appreciate you. Also, I appreciate you, Board. You big old
Behind
piece
a
of
locked
shit.
door, Vashaya
Big old
points his
pile
laser
of
pistol
crap.
at Richards.
I'm going to kill you,
Love
Richards.
you.
Give it up,
Love you,
Vashaya.
man.
I'm dying, Richards. And you're going to die with me. You're crazy. Perhaps I am.
Greetings.
It's because of you, Richards. You did this to me when you sent me to Satar. And now you're going to pay.
You need medical attention, Vashaya. You're barely able to stand.
I've waited a long time for this moment. Nothing will stop. No.
Just
What's
remember
happening?
that this.
My vision clouding over. I can't see.
Shitty
Commander,
and
are you
and
in there?
everything. Just
Open
being
the
a
door.
fuck.
Commander Richards, can you hear me? Stand back. I'm going to blast the lock.
Commander Richards.
It's all right, Lipton. I just need a few minutes to pull myself together.
Is Vashayad...
Yes. He's dead. He had me cold, Lipton.
Just this look
The
of
shots
like...
missed me when he collapsed and died.
Yeah.
It was that...
I am summoning fucking skeletons. What are you gonna fucking do
The
about
last
it?
chapter in a long and twisted story.
Oh yeah.
QR-23.
Nice.
A primitive planet on the rim of the galaxy. It's a forgotten place of strategic importance to neither side in the Dominion conflict. Locked in a time warp from another age, it turns slowly on its axis in a sea of stars. In a mud and straw hut facing the Sea of Ellipsis, Professor Max Schumann proposes a toast.
We'll drink to my good friends. Your father...
That is
your
a
mother,
cocky grin.
And Carl Phillips.
You know what's even more cockier?
Really?
If she did this.
What is it? Made from the wild grapes of the Toblerone.
Yes!
We do not live
This
an
is
entirely
it.
deprived existence.
The epitome of a
You've
jackass.
read Phillips's diary?
I have. What do you want to know?
What was the Emerald Tree Project?
Ah, Emerald Tree. A vision of paradise or a nightmare?
Can you explain, sir?
On Sintiga, Phillips
Click.
dined together once.
I love that fucking point the gun meme. It gets me every time.
Anything new on those propulsion boosters, Robert?
We're making progress, Phillips. Slow, but sure.
I wish our unofficial project was going as well as the boosters, Carl, dear. Max, where's the food? We're starved.
Patience, patience, Patricia. Epicurean delights take time. You're not still fooling around with that energy theory,
Finger
are
gun.
you?
Oh, yeah.
You two are playing with
Ah.
We don't agree with you, Max. Our energy device would be a miracle worker.
Wait a minute. What's all this about an energy device?
Go on, Patricia. I can't stop you. Tell Carl about your emerald tree.
Well, in a nutshell, Robert and I have a theory. Just a theory at this point. As you know, technology already exists enabling us to move matter, beaming objects from one location to another. Essentially, matter reverts to energy, then back to the identical form of matter again. With me so far?
More or less. What are you getting at?
Just,
Hypothesis.
just the
Why
fuck.
couldn't there be a machine
Just
that could
a
reduce
huge,
matter
big
back
old
to pure
fuck.
energy? Then instead of
This
just
is
reforming it the way
like
it was,
I got in trouble. I'm going to the
make it
principal's
reappear
office
in a
and
new
I
or
don't
better form.
care.
But where does Emerald Tree fit in?
Oh, that's
Don't worry,
Max's
I
name
finger
for our energy
blasted.
theory. I
I
used the
finger
example of
blasted the
ordinary
teacher
leaves of a
before I
tree being
came.
transformed into sparkling emeralds. A pretty image, don't you think?
Really transformed? Or would the new form be just an illusion? And would the transformation be permanent?
Good questions. We haven't gotten that far into the theory as yet.
Max, as usual, sees sinister connotations in what we're proposing.
It could produce chaos. In the wrong hands, it would completely upset the natural balance.
But it could do remarkable good, Max. Anyone or anything damaged or flawed could be repaired, transformed, whole and better than before.
But according to whose standards? Forming matter at will from pure energy would give the operator the power of creation. The ethical questions are staggering. No, it's a monstrous evil, and I, for one, am glad the technology doesn't exist. And I wish you two would just let the whole area.
I don't understand. I'm still confused, Professor. Emerald Tree was just an energy
Started
beam?
cook off the bar
Reforming
cabin.
matter out of
Fucked
pure
him.
energy? Then how does the Emerald Tree Project lead
Oh
us to
my
the secret
God.
my parents told me about?
Like most answers, Stephen,
They usually just produce more questions. I've told you all I know about your parents' work.
Professor, before
Bro,
they
I
were
just
killed,
I just looked at my
made the connection
401k
between their work
account
on
and
Emerald
it
Tree
was
and the secret that can destroy
insane.
Dominion. Now it's clear from his diary
No,
that
that's
Phillips was
that's
looking
not
for
how
the
that
same
works.
thing before he died. Come back with me to Cygnus 3, Professor, and help the rebels find that connection.
I cannot, Stephen. I can't understand your world. It frightens me. Perhaps when destruction and killing ceases, perhaps then there will be a place for someone like me. Farewell, Stephen, and Godspeed.
For 36 hours, Richards maintains radio silence. Using hyperspace, he races past the third stellar ridge, through the Aries constellation, and finally reduces speed around the Horn of Taurus. Approaching Cygnus 3, he makes contact with Mission Control.
I'm just having way too much fun. I'm really, after that daunting fucking like podcast fucking thing, I'm having way too much fun.
Well,
Just
PR-23
fucking around
provided
right
some of the
here.
answers, General, but not all. However, I'm convinced we're on the right track.
Come to Mission Control as soon as you land, Steve. We're in final preparations for the Cartone assault on Vega. We must strike soon.
Roger, General. On my way. Richards out.
The secret's so close. I can sense it. Almost touch it. It's all connected. The Vega findings, our experiences on Luna 1, the diary, and my parents' energy theory. I'm not exactly sure how, but in some way, Dominion is the Emerald Tree. The secret of Dominion. Have you discovered it? And what is Emerald Tree? More clues follow in episode 13. The Secret.
Rebel Mission Control, the 11th hour. Final preparation for the all-out assault on Vega is underway, when suddenly, without warning...
Intruder spacecraft entering Sector 4, Grid Area 8, sir.
Identity type, Simmons?
It's a Dominion command ship.
Sound General Quarters. Code Red.
Attention. This is not a drill. Condition code
Yeah,
red.
this is going to be the. By the way, this is going to be the Discord panel. I literally forgot what this fucking thing is. This is what people will see as the Discord is like, yeah, this is this is exactly the kind of thing that you're gonna see all the time in this Discord.
camouflage nest of boulders silently splits open. The grid
Board, I think I'm setting up bad expectations for my Discord, because this is most definitely not the normal, but I don't care. Wait, do I need to clean that up right there? Right there? Do I need to fix that up? Do I need to... I mean, I could do the shirt meme. Maybe the tail's coming right there.
Scanning infrared now, General. All shields withdrawn. Bay area doors open. Entire ship exposed to our lasers.
Steve, we're being hailed over the emergency comm link. I'll patch it through to all squadrons, sir.
Dominion command ship to rebel forces. We come in peace and friendship. All defensive shields have been lowered.
Identify yourself.
Sergeant Nick Perchek of the 5th Column. We have taken full control.
How am I responsible? No, I think that you now they're gonna expect me to talk about finger guns way too much. I think they're gonna expect me to talk about, like, this cocky fucking character. She's literally one of my choices on my Elder Scrolls Online. That's all she is. She's nobody.
We have confirmation of that event, Sergeant.
I hate your boss. I don't know. Those bits say a completely different other term. These bits give you unrealistic expectation. Give me some unrealistic expectations.
Affirmative, General. And we're offering the full firepower of a Dominion war cruiser for the rebel assault on Vega.
Steve, you've heard all this?
I copy every beautiful word, General.
All attack fighters return to base, but maintain full alert status. Sergeant Perchik.
Yes, General.
Take your ship into standard orbit around Cygnus 3. Beam down as soon as possible for final briefing. Our assault begins in a few hours.
Inside the trembling caverns of Dominion homeworld, a farewell takes place.
What do you want, Creed?
Master, the rebel assault on Vega will begin in a few hours. I humbly petition to remain and assist you, Master.
Chop chop. What the fuck, bro? I know, right? I'm back. I'm back, board.
From ourselves.
I'm back. I'm back, everybody.
Substance.
I'm back.
And what we created gave us purpose.
What happened to your world, Igrathor?
Destroyed in an ion storm. My world and the source. A boundless fountain of
Fucking
pure
skeletons.
to which we return.
So the line looks solid for far minion count, for sure. Man, the bone count in this one is gonna take you a hot minute. Maybe a few zombies to spare the artist a few edges. No! No! The answer is no, board. I must face this demon alone.
Why Earth and its
This
galaxy?
fat ass demon alone.
For thousands of your years, searching for the right time and
This fat fucking bitch.
here I found what was
I say that because she is not supposed to be a fucking hero. She is a necromancer.
We're quick to pick sides.
She's just kind of a bad person. But she's in ESO you can't play evil characters. So it's just like she's just a bitch.
For him to return to for more energy.
You sound both capable and ready. I will tackle this fucking bitch. She will be defeated. I shall not be taken down by this fucking fat bitch. I say that because I love fat girls. I love chunky girls. I like chunky girls. And I'm A-okay with the thick. I'm A-okay with the thick.
Dominion's power will cease to exist.
What gave you the right?
In my world,
I hadn't fucking Thanks. Thanks, bro. You know, I hadn't fucking noticed.
With no energy field left to stop them, the landing party escapes from Vega, and not a minute too soon, the entire rebel force watches the disintegration of Dominion Homeworld.
It's starting.
Forces unnaturally held in check for years suddenly let go, and Vega explodes. Huge chunks of the planet break free. Hot gases from the interior hit the coldness of space and crystallize into a million splinters of light. Vega's core glows in its last brief struggle to survive.
Ugh. If only there had been some kind of hint. Yeah, I know. Like, just a one. If only I could have told someone that I had a problem. Feel free to make all my female summons big-titted girls for my necromancer if he doesn't die in 5 turns. That way you can have all the fun you want in your campaign. Sir, necromancers don't have a choice. That's the worst thing about being a necromancer. You don't have a fucking choice. Because you are too squishy to live in choice land. You're like fucking fucking dumbass motherfucking dwarf? Sure.
Now you
Fuck
know
man, I don't care.
the secret of Dominion.
Body's body. That's what necromancers say. And coroners. A problem is something that you need fixed. Is your booba addiction a problem you need to fix? What's a 1 hour concentration for that? Oh no. Like, you've watched enough of my fucking streams. You know what I've done. You've seen me just like, oh yeah, bored. I'm just gonna draw this male character, and now I'm gonna draw the female. I just go quiet. It's just so much concentration. Also, gonna put these wiggle lines there. Because, they rattling. They rattling bones. Them bones.
We check.
I know
Rice
which one
check,
takes
then
long.
Good Hot Wilson presents Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring
Come.
in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol.
Come on.
In today's
Come on,
transcribed
boy.
Space Patrol
Don't.
adventure, Buzz
Don't
and Happy are
give
in
me
their
that.
spacesuits at the base of a volcano on the planet Saturn, searching for a missing scientist.
Dr. Ramsey ought to be very close to this spot, Happy. It's rough ground. It's hard to see what's in yours. The doctor may have
You like, polish the goods, yeah.
the ground shaking. It's a volcano. It's going to erupt. You better find Dr. Ramsey in a hurry. We're too late, Happy. Get back to the ship. Boiling lava will be pouring down this mountain in a matter of minutes. Yes, sir. Watch your step, but hurry. Commander, our ship is gone. We're trapped.
We're trapped. We're trapped under her fat
We'll
fucking
return
ass.
in just a moment with today's exciting Space Patrol
We're
adventure,
trapped.
The Sleeping Demon of Saturn.
Yeah,
Say, what
just
kind of jet you operating
having your
riding
character
this
be a
afternoon, Joe?
huge
We'll never
fucking
get to Terra
asshole.
City at this speed.
Well, I know what's the matter. This surface star's just got
Like, the
more
thing
yellow
about
fluid.
Elder Scrolls
Let's drive to the
Online,
filling station here and
there's
fill up the
always
super-
more bodies. AFK.
Let's try her now.
AFK Arena.
Wow, this jet cycle is supercharged now.
Sure thing. It's got super
Oh,
fuel.
yeah.
And Space Patrollers, there's a lesson
Oh,
in this for
yeah.
you. Ordinary fuel for breakfast, you're just a putt-putt. Super fuel for breakfast,
I feel
you're
like the
supercharged.
fucking,
My advice is eat the super fuel Buzz
Doom
Corey has in the
Eternal,
morning. I mean, wheat checks and rice checks. The
soundtrack
super
is
cereals
playing in the
that help to
background
supercharge you.
while I fucking
Real
draw my
swell tasting,
necromancer.
and they both have that modern bite-sized design for easy eating. So, gang, don't be a putt-putt. Eat the delicious super cereals that help to supercharge you. Rice checks, wheat checks. And remember, inside of every package, there's a mysterious magic space picture. And now, today's Space Patrol adventure. Commander Corey and Cadet Happy are in the Commander's flagship, the Terra 5, approaching the planet Mercury, where a few hours before, a minor quake shook a small section of that innermost planet. There were no casualties and no damage to property. Yet, within the hour, Every planetary capital, every scientific laboratory was buzzing with excitement. Furthermore, it caused Commander Corey to make a special trip to Mercury. Why all this interest in a harmless quake? Because it was predicted 8 years before, almost to the minute. Intently now, Happy scans the viewscope screen as the cracked and fissured surface of Mercury spins below.
We're getting close to the scene of the quake, Commander.
I'm afraid it won't look any different than the rest of this part of Mercury happened.
Well, I suppose not, sir. But I'd like to be able to say that I was one of the first to see the location of the first scheduled quake. Yeah. Didn't the Spaceophone newscast say that the doctor pinpointed the exact location and named the time 8 years ago?
Dr. Ramsey's predictions may have been just a coincidence. That's why I sent Tongo on ahead to Mercury City to contact him personally.
Well, predicting quakes isn't exactly new, is it, sir? I mean, in a general sort of way?
Up to now, it's been very general. Scientists have spread their predictions over areas of hundreds of square miles and allowed themselves several years leeway.
Assistant Security Chief
I will be right back.
Commander Corey aboard
Unless you
Terra 5.
say
Tonga
I must
calling
pee.
Commander Corey.
Go ahead.
He's in Mercury.
Good. Talk to him about this Mercury quake.
Yes. He says the news reports are basically true. He did predict the exact time and location of this quake 8 years ago.
Well, tell him I'll see him as soon as I reach Mercury City. That'll be in about 30 minutes. Corey out.
Commander, look. There's something down there in that clearing. What does it look like? A wrecked spaceship.
A wrecked spaceship?
Yes, sir.
I'll set the ship down. You get our spacesuits out of the locker.
All right, Hap, into the ship. Yes, sir. Be careful you don't puncture your spacesuit on that jagged metal. Yes, sir. Commander, there's a man in here, collapsed over the instrument panel. Now, let's take a look at him. At least he's in a spacesuit. He's still alive. Quickly, Happy, let's get him to our ship. He needs oxygen.
Just checked with Mercury City Space Control, sir. They're clearing Space Lock 3 for us.
Good, Hap.
How's the passenger, sir?
Oh, he'll be all right. He's resting back aft. It was close. If we'd been a few minutes later, he'd have been finished.
What made him crash?
Defective rocket equalizers. After he wasn't killed. He told me he bought the ship at a bargain.
Some bargain?
Yeah. From nose to stern, that ship was fitted with obsolete
Oh my
equipment.
God,
Cheap
we're
metal
way
covered with
down.
Endurium plating.
Right
Tells me he
on.
bought it from a man named Fran Gresham.
Fran Gresham?
How are you?
Thing sounds familiar.
He was working at Petty
¿Cómo
Steamway
estás?
Game
Muy
on
bien,
Mars a few months
sí, sí.
ago. Our agents broke it up, but they couldn't get anything on Gresham. There was nothing petty about selling defective spaceships.
Hope you're
That's
doing well,
potential murder.
Raven.
And this time we're really going after it.
I'm great. Today has been great. Bit tired, but I'm good. That's good. Hope.
Well, Gresham, is it closed the deal?
Got a
Man
small
insisted
20
on
minutes
inspecting the
before
ship.
I need
The
to
only
get
thing
ready
we
for a
found in
meeting.
working order
That's
was
cool.
the danger sign of the atomic bomb.
Thank you.
Third sale you
You
mucked us
enjoy
last
your
week,
20
Gresham.
minutes.
Cost me
Thank you for
quite a bit
just
of money to
coming
keep
in
us
and saying,
here in
hey.
Mercury City.
You didn't
All we
have
need
to.
do
I
is
understand.
Create a demand for small spaceships. Something that'll make people want to
I
ship and not be too
understand.
particular about
You're
the
awesome.
or
I'm
the
just
price.
drawing
Well,
this.
Right, you know.
This is not that important.
We could start a fake uranium rush.
Don't worry about it.
Jupiter,
This
Saturn,
necromancer is
Saturn,
fine.
Panic.
Yeah.
That's it. Get people frightened and then offer them a means of
Yeah,
escape.
of course you're
We're
back.
gonna get 'em
For
frightened.
this,
Of what?
for the big booty
Did you hear about
bitches.
this scientist who predicted a quake here on Mercury? I heard something about it. I didn't pay much attention. His name's Ramsey. 8 years ago, he
I
predicted
know.
a quake in a certain
That
part
would
of Mercury
suck.
And called it almost to the minute.
That would suck
Quake
for
was
them and a bit of her, but
Suppose
she
these
don't
days of money.
care. It's
Get him to predict
skeletons.
what city is going to be hit with a quake within the next few weeks. We can sell those ships in
Yeah.
a few hours. Suppose there isn't going to be a quake near a city. There won't have to be one.
Yeah,
The
she's.
very fact that this guy Ramsey is
She don't
making
care.
a test
She's
near
a,
a city will make
she's a
people worried.
necromancer. Why would she care?
Mike, I think you've got something.
May you be a positive highlight of the meeting. That is actually a very good compliment. You're so sweet, Board. I'm so glad that you're not a mod.
I'm all ready, sir. There's a service car in front of headquarters waiting to take us to Dr. Ramsey's apartment.
we'll wait here.
Because if you were a mod, I would expect you to do that for every single.
Oh, how's the man we rescued from the wrecked ship?
What if someone was that fucking crazy?
No company would insure that ship.
They expect you to fucking really work for your mod status.
An expensive lesson for him.
This is basically an unpaid internship right over here.
But I've learned one thing. He's here in Mercury City, or at least he was within the last 2 days.
Where can we locate him?
I don't know.
More like you pay me, sir.
Well, probably he's planning to sell Shrike one of his broken-down ships.
No, Happy. Apparently, Shrike is backing Gresham, helping him to put up a front to impress clients.
Tonga, assign 2 of our agents to tail Shrike. Find out how he contacts Gresham, and we can get a line on them.
All right.
So,
okay, Happy.
prove it. Prove it. You know, that's a good answer. You know what?
Your offer very attractive. Well, then you'll accept.
I'm trying to, but I'm coming up blank, man.
Firstly, I hardly expect
I'm
to be
gonna blank.
called on to predict fakes for a private person. Tell me, Mr. Shrike, what region are you interested in? Kepler City on Saturn. I have some property there. You don't need to ready.
Red White Raven, thank you for coming in. You incredible person.
Yes, years ago. But
You
can rely
awesome
on the
sauce.
assurance
I
of
hope,
other fake Kepler City
if
is
you
fairly
went
near a volcano,
to
Doctor.
Fox's
I know.
stream, I hope they're doing well. I didn't.
Comes up a little smoke occasionally.
Oh,
Even if it
you
did erupt,
lurking
it's
on me.
unlikely the city is a no-go.
Yeah,
Suppose
that's
the
okay.
quake shifted the strata under the
I'm cool with the
that
lurk.
cause a violent eruption. It would take a fairly violent quake to do
Yay!
that. Make a test anyway. I'll raise my offer
Lots
to
of
2,000
brushes.
cents.
That's awesome.
Any further
I don't
tests?
think I'm ever gonna make a brush.
Okay, Ramsey. I came
It's
here with a
a
legitimate offer.
huge pain in the
Don't pull
ass,
this
and
high-toned
it's
devotion to science
more of a
and
waste
solving.
of time.
I'm not interested,
Like,
Mr. Snipe.
to me anyway. Like, there's
Listen to me, Ramsey.
there's
I
thousands
can
of
make you
brushes
mighty
out there.
anxious to
I
make that
don't
test
see
if
the
you don't
point
listen to reason.
of me making one.
That's a threat. Take it as a threat if you want to. I've made up my mind. You're going to make that test. If I have to use force.
Aww.
Get rid of him. I'm not leaving here until I get what I want.
Well, thank
Leave it.
you, Raven. Yes, it is a pretty. I do run a tight shift of comfiness, as far as I've been told.
Commander, this gentleman is Mr. Snipe. How do you do, Mr. Snipe? Nice
Yeah,
to meet you,
it's
Commander.
it's a pros and
Right.
cons kind of thing. I think the cons outweigh the pros because, I mean, originally you had to fucking do it. There's nothing you can do, but now you can just go online and grab it from everywhere. So fuck it.
Enough of that, Ramsey. Let him
I'm
talk.
just gonna be a lazy bastard.
Yeah, well,
I've
it's
got
my
more,
turn right now. Put
got
away
more
that ray
shit to
gun.
do.
Look out, Commander.
But that's cool to
Give me that gun.
that
Back
Fox
to
did that. That's real swole of
You
them.
realize what's done. Yeah. I shot the
I'm having
commander
way
in chief
too
of
much
the
fun
Space Patrol
drawing
and
a
this
skull.
cadet.
There is no need
That ought
to
to
draw a
convince you
skull
I mean
like this.
business.
Who cares?
Come on, Randy. Let's go. Where do you take me? Saturn. You're going to
Oh,
protect the destruction
no.
of Kepler City.
Oh no,
We'll
I
return
better
to Space
watch
Patrol
out.
in just a moment.
A 20-minute sketch?
Say,
Oh
gang, how are you
no.
at imitation?
I better
Listen,
watch
Captain Rick Duval
myself.
Speaking, and here's my idea of how a cosmic surface car
I'm not
sounds
sure
with
what
just
Raven would
ordinary
even
fuel in
want
its
me
tank.
to sketch.
But. Well, now here's that same car with super
Evil
fuel in its
oh
tank.
no. Same.
Yes, sir. That cosmic surface
Same.
car is really roaring now because it's supercharged with super fuel. And the same is true with you, gang. What happens to you when you have ordinary fuel for breakfast? Well, you move like this. But. That's
I'm
right.
not even
You're
sure what you
just
guys
a
would
putt-putt.
even want me to
But when you
draw.
fill up your tank with super
That's
fuel,
a bit of
you're
a harrowing
supercharged.
time. Like what?
So eat up power
What would
breakfast
even
with rice checks
my
or
two
wheat
biggest
checks
fans
and get
want me to draw?
supercharged. Flavor galore in every bite-sized biscuit.
You know what?
Rice
No,
checks,
I don't like
wheat
that.
checks,
I don't like
and
it where
inside
it's
of every
placed.
package,
That's
you get
okay.
a mysterious magic space picture. And now back to our
Alright,
space
now
football
we're
adventure,
kind of
the
at a
sleeping demon of
to
Saturn.
figure. That's
Dr.
a
Ramsey
tough
has
thing to
perfected the
ask,
method
yeah.
of predicting quakes. Two criminals, Shrike and Gresham,
You'll figure it
planned to
out.
force the doctor to predict a quake and eruption
You'll
of a
figure it
volcano
out.
near Kepler City
Like-
on the planet Saturn. This, they figure, will create a near panic in the city, thus enabling them to dispose of defective spaceships at an enormous profit. The people anxious to leave the
I can
danger
easily
area.
think of things
Dr.
I
Ramsey attempted
want
to
go
tell
to
the
try.
commander of Strike's threat. Strike took out a ray gun, rendered Buzz and Happy unconscious, then
You know,
forced the
all
quake
those
expert
people
to
who's
accompany him
like,
to
oh
Saturn.
man, do you do
Now, an hour later,
commissions or
two space
requests?
patrolmen are
It's
regaining
like,
consciousness
oh,
in the doctor's
well, don't you worry. If you get enough points,
Almost had him,
you
Commander.
can get a
Pulled the gun on him.
request.
He must have been out for about an hour. Shrike could be off Mercury by now. Where's Dr. Ramsey? Shrike probably took him along. What kind of
However, I'll
Whatever
save
it
my
was, it was
prizes.
crooked. Shrike pulled the gun.
Ooh.
Let's get to Mercury City headquarters and send out...
Ominous.
Where are we now, Shrike?
Oh.
Just across the Mars orbit. How's the doc? Slips up
I
into
smell
the-
evil
put him to sleep.
plans.
That'll hold until we reach Saturn. But we'll keep Ramsey...
Oh, I also gotta set up that thing for artists I know. I think I know enough artists for it to challenge them.
Every 3 or 4 days, we'll come back to Kepler City looking very green.
The basic art challenge.
And we'll drop a few hints, just enough to get people worried. Like,
You know what?
volcano is going to erupt? Yes.
I can,
Wise
and I
boys will
will.
figure the authorities aren't letting the people know what's going on.
If I
Everybody
get
will try to
a
outwit everybody
2
else.
20-minute sketch,
How long is it gonna take?
I get 40 minutes.
3 days. So we can have
I
our
get
men sell the
40
ships and then
minutes.
clear out. By the time the space patrol
Oh
gets
man. But the art challenge is going to be a pretty basic one.
Happy
Oh
all
yeah.
those agents reported
The art
in,
challenge
all
is going to
except
be a
Jupiter and
pretty
Neptune,
basic one
when they
for
get
every
to
artist.
Strike,
It's going to be
Dr. Ramsey.
draw your character in a place, draw your character with 2 other characters. Then,
I don't know.
oh yeah, you can add.
Strike is supposed to operate.
I can add. Then, the second challenge would be drawing your character upside down. So you have to draw them upside down. Yeah.
Have you located Strike?
So that would be the harder, the more difficult challenge is drawing them upside down, drawing them, drawing them in a dynamic pose, and then drawing them. I don't know what the last challenge
The
would
inactive
be.
volcano near the city? That doesn't make much sense. If Dr. Ramsey were there,
Blue
he'd let the
foot.
authorities know he was all right.
If I get enough booby stream. I mean, I can draw some blue-footed boobies for a whole fucking stream. I would be like, okay, alright, I guess this is the stream now. We are now in blue-footed booby stream.
Go to Kepler City. Explain the situation to him. Tell him that we want a public assurance from him that the city
Brickett's
isn't in danger.
cutest birds. I know, like, they're so adorable. I don't mind drawing blue-footed boobies.
Professor Hammond may be able to
They're so adorable right next to the shoe
You're out
bill.
there, surprise visitor.
This kind of gives me an Army of
Get
fucking
out of here,
Darkness
quick.
vibe
Matter,
over
Gresham?
here.
Just found out that Coy's assistant security chief is here in Kepler City.
20 minutes birds. 40 minutes not actually birds.
Just released a statement that the public has nothing to fear. The
Roll
volcano won't
deception.
erupt, no quakes are possible in this region. Good, that's wonderful. What's so
Oh
wonderful
my
about it?
god.
It's gonna buy our
Twitch,
spaceship after they
my
go and
Twitch
handle it.
masters will not enjoy it though, boy.
You're talking about the volcano isn't going to erupt. It will.
Just know that the rules still apply.
We'll put a time fuse on it.
I don't want to lose affiliate just for that. I don't want to get a
And
warning
we'll do plenty of business. Make Hammond look good. Not only that, but nobody will
because
believe
the
anything
warning
local
still
authorities say
doesn't
after
look
that. It'll
good.
be every man for himself. What about them?
Yeah. Blood
But
pennies. Yeah, no, they'll take away those privileges. I don't know, would they take away my affiliate? I think they would. I personally think they would.
There's a sleeping demon in the viewscope, Happy.
Oh, that's some crater.
Impressive, but perfectly harmless. Kepler City's
Better safe than sorry. Yeah.
On the outer side.
Right, that's the Verdana River that flows past the base of the peak.
Right.
Oh,
Closer,
yeah.
you can see how the water has worn away the lava on the edge of the riverbank. It shows the last eruption of the sleeping
I mean,
demon, thousands
guys,
and thousands
I
of
can
years.
draw a full boob without drawing the nipple, so I can get away with a lot of fucking shit. Like, as far as I've seen, I can get away. I seem to be able to get away with way more than I think I can. A lot of people are like, no, you can't, no. It's like, no, no, no. I know I can get away with shit. The TOS is not as constrictive as you
Found out whether
think.
staying in the city?
You just have to know the rules.
Well, watch it, Tonga.
You cannot have
They show
a
up, notify
fully
headquarters.
naked woman, so if you don't finish the sketch, it's not naked.
All right, Tonga. We'll check the scope before
You're a
having that
Philly
hotel. Hurry out.
cheesesteak. You can play
Right, cutter velocity happens.
Blasphemous on here. Blasphemous has titty. Yeah, the rules are broken. Yeah, there is no rules. There are rules.
If our man is in the shadow, we'll never see him.
And if it's Shrike or Gresham, he doesn't want us to.
Wait.
Also, Raven probably loves this fucking stream because there's so many fucking skulls
And he's
in this stream.
Get our spacesuits out of the locker, Happy.
Like,
we'll land on that level space near the
Raven-
river and go after him.
Give Raven the skulls. That's kind of all I know Raven likes. It's I'm like, okay.
Looks right. We've dropped the bomb in the crater and left Ramsey down on the slope. Now let's get back to the city.
Don't be stupid, Gresham. We'll show up an hour after the volcano erupts.
Right? And it
tried to
censors
rescue
the
our
word
companion,
how
but
in
the
Dutch.
Travis got to him.
Love skulls.
Who's going to bother
And
rescuing
animals.
us then? We'll be running around trying to leave the city.
Nature.
Sure, but at least we'll have an alibi in case we need it.
What?
Look down there at the base of the
Not
slope.
saying you need to do anything,
Yes.
but saying
Corey's.
the hella bad
Spotted
about
Ramsey.
it.
Let's get out of here quick.
Wait till we're sure they're out of sight of their ship, and we'll set down near it. I'll blast off in Terra 5 and meet you in Turquoise Canyon north of here.
Oh my god.
The sleeping
Her.
demon will be spouting lava in about 15 minutes. If Corey's ship...
That's real fucking stupid. Oh. Yeah, no, that means something else completely.
Head as straight up the slope as you can, Happy. For a minute, I got a good look at him. White spacesuit really
It's
stood out
okay.
against that black lava.
You can silence me. I earned it. What? No, no, no. You will dig your own grave. You shall dig your own grave, sir.
Clear down the slope by the river now. It's likely to happen to us if we don't watch our step. Yeah, I wonder what became of Dr. Ramsey. He may have fallen into a crevice.
Precisely. At least. You say, Birdie. Hey, people like you, Birdie.
Better find Dr. Ramsey in a hurry. We're too late. Get back to the ship. Warning lava will be pouring down this mountain in a matter of minutes. I'll go up a few yards farther. You head for the ship. Hurry. Yes, sir, but
Creepy girl voice. Forever and ever and ever. Gooble gobble, gooble gobble.
There's Dr. Ramsey. Come on, let's get him. With luck, we might be able to keep out of the way of the lava.
Am I the one with the cursed item all along?
Come on. We've got the bomb in the crater. Anybody? He's been hurt, Happy. We'll have to help him. Commander, the lava's pouring down the side. Watch out for those rocks. Come on. Get to the bottom quickly. Commander, what are we going to do? The lava's almost on top of us. Swim to the river. That wouldn't do us much good. The lava would just come in after us. Right. Look, on each side of us there's a stream of lava pouring into the river. Yeah, and in a few minutes we'll be buried. Oh, wait a minute. Look out there in the river. See those gray rocks? The rockets, they're floating. Rocks floating on water. There's some big flat ones near the edge. Each one of you gets one.
Strike. I don't like the idea of coming back to Kepler City.
We've got to destroy all evidence that we were here, then we can blast off.
I thought party was going to pick up the item. I haven't made a counter curse strong enough for it yet. It's a -4. That could be your fucking character arc, is literally fighting the main characters.
Well.
That would be
Gresham,
funny.
we have company. Grab her, Gresham.
There we are, both of you.
I've got it, Greg.
Let's go.
Hold her, Gresham. Yeah, this changes my plans. We'll have to finish her right here. Then we'll blast off.
Hurry up, then. There may be other Space Patrol agents around. You're so right.
Corey, get your ray gun, Gresham.
Not this time, you don't. I'll get Shrike, sir.
All right, Happy. Pick up their weapons.
Yes, sir.
Are you all right, Tonga?
Yes, Commander. And I've got the names of the rest of the gang.
On your feet, Strike. How'd you get away from that volcano?
It was simple. We just floated down the river on a rock.
Let's go.
The best part of it is the joke item, so it just... it's just Dilda. The skeleton came back, the cursed Dilda, and brought him back. Bam! Hit it with the cursed Dilda.
An exciting preview of next week's adventure in just a moment. It's a dark night, pitch black.
His backstory is cursed now. You rolled a 1 on initiative, so his whole disposition is, I just kill me.
It's hard to believe, and yet you can see it. A
Just
huge
kill me.
ball of purple fire. You know what you've been looking at? An atomic particle on a 2-inch slide, and you've been seeing it through a microscope. The Space Patrol microscope. Buzz Corey said it to you, and boy, are you glad. This amazing microscope magnifies objects 15 times their natural size. And with it, you also got that terrific slide containing the atomic particle.
Gonna need to pack and hop on the meeting. You guys take best care. Love and hugs. Thank you, Red White Raven. You're incredible. Hold up.
More slides.
Hold up, Red.
All crystal clear.
Bam, bam.
And when you do that and place them under your microscope, wow, you see objects 15 times their natural size.
Bam. There you go, you incredible person, you. You get all the love.
A human hair reminds you of a giant python snake. Why, you actually see the living creatures in the drop of water. What a microscope, what power, what magic. And just think, it's pocket size. You can take it with you everywhere, just 5 inches high. Yet it magnifies objects 15 times. And built, man, oh man, solid plastic body, solid plastic lens tube, solid glass lens optically ground.
Just know that you got a few double horns over here.
Built right on a microscope examination platform. And the lens tube can be used all by itself to examine
Just
objects like
making
the bark
sure.
on trees,
Yeah.
rust on tin cans, the webs of spiders. But don't wait. Send for this thrilling Space Patrol microscope kit today. Just buy a box of rice checks or wheat checks.
And
Then with your
then,
name and
yeah,
address.
that's
Send
good.
25 cents in coin and a rice checks or wheat checks box top to Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri. This offer
All
goes
right.
only in the USA and may be withdrawn at
Because
any
that
time.
should be
That's
it
Space Patrol,
for
Box
that.
686.
Yeah, that'll be
St.
it
Louis,
till I
Missouri.
fucking put some lines down.
And now, a preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure. Lars and
Okay,
Happy are aboard
so
the
this
rocket
is
passenger
Instagram.
spaceship, the
This has been
Supernova,
turned to
headed for the
Instagram.
planet Saturn. As they enter a private compartment in search of a criminal, the occupant of the compartment pulls a ray gun on them.
Just keep moving down the corridor, Commander. You too, Cadet.
Going to a lot of trouble. You must be counting on taking quite a lot of money from Grayson.
Think what you like. All right, hold it. This is where we part company. Just open this little metal door. Now, crawl in there, both of you.
You can't put us in there. It's the ship's rubbish disposal chute.
I know what it is. Get in.
But before we reach Saturn, that chute will be emptied into space.
Yes, Commander. Blast of compressed air will sweep you out of the ship. No one will know where you've gone.
Be sure to join us next week for the thrilling story, Trouble Aboard the Supernova, when wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot Wilson again present Space Patrol! special bulletin for boys and girls in Altoona and Johnstown, Pennsylvania, and Albany, New York. Buzz Corey's own space battle cruiser, the Ralston Rocket, will be in your area next week. Don't miss it. The Ralston Rocket. Gang, here's how you can make your own Space Patrol helmet. All you need are things like cardboard and paper clips. Read all about it in the August issue of Woman's Day magazine. Tells you how to make an official Space Patrol guard helmet and desert crash helmet. Space Patrol, created by Mike Moser, starring Ed Kemmer as Commander Corey and Lynn Osborne as Cadet Happy, was written by Lou Houston, produced and directed by Larry Robertson, executive producer Mike Dever.
The pose says, friends, the eyes say,
Other
maybe
players
not.
were Nina Berra, Norman Jolly, Ken Mayer, and Stephen Robertson.
The party will 100% get karma if
Now,
they
don't
find a
forget
new
to tune in
victim.
next
Bonus
Saturday
points
and
if
every
they...
Saturday when
It's
Quick
a
Check,
BBEG. I don't know what a BBEG
again
is,
presents
bro.
Space Patrol.
The answer is, bruh, I don't know.
Be sure to see another exciting Space Patrol program on your local ABC television station. Consult your local paper for time and channel. This program is broadcast to our armed forces overseas through the worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. Space Patrol came to you transcribed from Hollywood. This is ABC.
Big bad evil guy. Ooh.
Wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot Ralston present Space Patrol. High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol. In today's transcribed adventure, Buzz and Happy are aboard the deluxe passenger spaceship, the Supernova, headed for the planet Saturn. As they enter a private compartment in search of a criminal, an occupant of the compartment pulls a ray gun on them.
Imagine if Death Vader got stuck with
quite a lot of money from Great
that in his offhand.
like.
Oh, yeah.
All right, hold it.
That would be fucking
This
awful.
is where we part company. I just opened this little metal door. Now, crawl in there, both of you.
You can't put us in there. That's the ship's rubbish disposal chute.
I know what it is. Get in. But before we reach Saturn, that chute will be emptied into space. Of course. A blast of compressed air will sweep you out of the ship, and no one will know you're gone.
We'll return in just a moment with today's exciting Space Patrol adventure, Trouble Aboard the Supernova. Say, do you hear that, Space Patrollers? That's a flavor tester, an instrument for finding out how good breakfast cereals are. I'm standing in a grocery store right now, so let's run the flavor tester along this cereal shelf. Well, there's no flavor in these cereals. I'm not getting a peek from our flavor tester. Uh-oh, it's starting now.
You were the chosen one. Gets a whole new
Hey,
meaning.
the flavor tester
You were
is
the
going
chosen
wild.
one.
And here's the cereal that's doing it. Rice Chex.
Every
the
time I
super
hear
cereal that helps
chosen
to supercharge
one,
you.
I
Yeah, but turn this
only
flavor
hear
tester off before it jumps
that
out of my hand.
fucking movie.
Yes, sir, gang, for wonderful flavor, wonderful Rice Chex. Crisp, golden, bite-sized biscuits you'll love. Try some today. Delicious Rice Chex. And remember, inside the package, there's a magic space picture. And now, today's Space Patrol adventure, Trouble Aboard the Supernova. One of the most important industrial concerns in the United Planets is Solar Technic. Its research staff has been responsible for hundreds of discoveries in many fields of industry, and their achievements have increased the comfort and security of
I
people
want to
on
get this
all the
done.
Solar Technic is noted for its generosity in making its processes available not only to the government, but to other companies as well. Our story opens in the office of Clark Ruckler, the assistant coordinator of Solar Technic on the man-made planet Terra. Ruckler is talking to one of his young field men, Mark Grayson.
I can't impress this on you too strongly, Grayson. These documents are to be delivered to the supervisor of our Saturn plant and to no one else. Is that clear? Of course, Mr. Russell. Actually, my chief wanted me to deliver this microfilm strip myself, but for the time being, I can't leave Terra, so I'm turning the assignment over to you.
Well, I'm very grateful for the opportunity, Mr. Russell.
Frankly, I had to do a lot of talking to convince the chief that you could be trusted.
I appreciate that very much. I know my record wasn't too good before coming here to Solar Technic, but in the past 3
I'll
years...
your record here, and keep it clean. Now,
Oh no, I've been online for this whole time, man.
Aboard the supernova. The strip of microfilm will be concealed in a special
I've been
ring
online for a while,
That
man.
ring can be removed from your finger only by turning the setting in a certain way.
Like a combination lock.
Yes, but don't fool with it. The Saturn supervisor will remove it when you report to him. The information's extremely vital to solar tech, so don't tell anyone. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Russell.
All right, Walbert, come in. Did you get a look at Grayson?
Yeah. Through the crack of the door. I can handle him all right.
If you do what I tell you, rough stuff won't
Oh.
be necessary.
Is it today or yesterday? I was in your stream and then you offline.
Don't get acquainted with him too quickly.
We've all been there, man. We've all been there. I was offline because it just randomly fucking kicked me offline. There was no fucking reason. My stream just died.
Right.
No reason, and it just died. And most people are like, well, I guess that's a sign from heaven to stop streaming. My ass was like, I am in the middle of fucking wrong. I don't give a fuck what God says. I'm a draw. God gave me lemons, so I will keep squeezing them till I make goddamn lime juice.
That past record of his, the chief will figure he's faked around here.
But you recommended Grayson to carry the
Yeah.
microphone.
Oh my God.
So I'll regretfully submit my resignation for having made
Oh my
a
goodness.
mistake to the company.
But I wanted to get this pose correct, and I think I got this pose correct. So I've got this pose. I've got
Pretty good for a
this.
chance like this.
Pretty good.
Your help, Walbert. It'll pay off.
I got this one. Pretty good. I'd probably just draw lemons. A friend joined stream, and then the stream went online. Oh no, I know, it fucking happens. And then this, just for everybody. So, this changed from nothing to a great fucking sketch. That'll be easy to work on. This turned into something that'll be easy to work on. That'll be easy to work on. That wasn't even exist. That didn't even exist. And then that, I do want to finish it, but I also.
You see him getting too chummy with any of the passengers. The gate's opening, sir. When we get aboard, we'll go right to our compartment. It's number 22.
Hold on a minute. You know what?
I didn't mean to be gone so long, Commander. I lost track of the time.
That's all right, Happy. I won't need you for a few minutes, then. I'm just finishing a check of a Pluto Base Command report.
Know where we are now?
I'd say we're about 50,000 DUs outside the Earth's orbit.
Good guess, sir. 45,000. I've been watching the big chart in the Astro Lounge. It shows the progress of the ship.
Is our friend Grayson in here?
Well, he came in just as I was leaving. Want me to check on him, Commander?
Wait a while, Happy. In half an hour or so, you might be into the lounge. It'd be rather embarrassing if someone was swindled with a Space Patrol Commander-in-Chief aboard.
I see what you mean.
We don't seem to be making much time.
How's that?
Well, I was just noticing the astro chart. The ship doesn't seem to be moving.
Oh. Well, there's a lot of space out here.
Yes, yes, indeed. A great deal of space, I'd say. Your first trip on the supernova?
Well, my first in a long time.
Oh, we seem to be the only passengers aft.
I'd noticed.
Well, for some reason, I can never sleep when I'm traveling. It's strange when you consider I do a lot of it. I average about 2 trips a week. Walbot's the name. Clarence Walbot. I'm with the Transograph people.
Transograph?
Yeah, you probably never heard of it. We make special code machines for firms conducting interplanetary business.
Must be very interesting work.
It is. By the way, I didn't catch the name.
Oh, Grayson. Mark.
Oh, glad to know you, Grayson. It's nice to have an intelligent man to talk to. That is, if you don't mind talking.
Oh, yeah.
No, not at all. You know, I like you, Grayson. Looks like this isn't going to be such a dull trip after all.
Oh, bam.
Game of three-dimensional chess.
three-dimensional stuff.
It would hit that, and then hit there, and it would be around. Remember, guys. Remember very specifically female anatomy. That's what you guys gotta remember. Female anatomy.
Maybe we could go to my compartment.
Right? Yeah.
Play a game right here in the
She's
lobby.
got big knockers. She's got big knockers.
That young fellow who just came
They
in.
all have some
Well,
knockers.
maybe not, but I
And
hate to be in the
all
middle
I
of the
can
play and
say
have them come
is,
out and start
you're
asking
welcome,
stupid questions.
Internet.
You know how these youngsters
You're
are, full
fucking
of curiosity.
welcome. Like, I heard your
Well,
cries.
Fine, fine. I'll have the sword bring out some nice hot coffee and
Iron Man anatomy, you know what? I'll take your word for it. You have a problem with Iron Man? You can go suck my dick.
That's so? Yes, sir. He and this older man are in Grayson's compartment across the corridor. And
I know what you're
the
trying to say.
three-dimensional
You're being like, it's
3D
segmented
sketches.
and all that.
It's rather odd that Grayson
You
just
know
happened
what?
to find such a
You know what, Board?
right off the bat.
This is what
He may have had his man
I
out
heard.
on
I
the
heard all of your
on the ground to interfere.
stuff, and you were like,
Happened in by mistake.
"Go."
You know, the wrong
I
compartment.
just need
I'll keep
more
that idea in mind.
big tits, and I was like, "You're right." Female Iron Man.
It's your move, Grayson. Grayson, I played. Grayson.
Pharaohs, man.
Good. You can speak now. Not to get the ring off of his finger because... Gentlemen, I'm afraid you have the wrong compartment. I don't
Ferret,
think so.
man.
Isn't that three-dimensional chess you're playing? Yeah, that's right. My companions seem to have dozed off. He must trust you to be so relaxed. An old friend, no doubt. No, I just met him. I don't see what business it is of yours. No offense. I'd like to ask a question. Who was winning? For someone who blundered into the wrong compartment, you got a lot of nerve. It wasn't a blunder. Take a look at this. Take the probe back. Now, for your own good, tell me. Was he winning? Yes, he was. Very much? Oh, quite a bit. Why? This man used to make quite a good living playing chess with strangers. Apparently he still does. You mean he... Oh, no. He went to sleep if he's dishonest. When he stay awake... I doubt that he's as sleepy as he pretends. He figures you're an honest man who will quietly go away and leave his winnings on the table. Happy? Yes, sir. Close the door. We'll wake Mr. Grayson. Come on, Grayson, wake up. I want to ask you a few questions. Come on, Grayson, wake up. You're wasting your time, gentlemen. Get your hands up and turn around. Commander. I'll do as he says, Happy. He has a ray gun. So you knew who Grayson was and outsmarted him. That's right. I outsmarted Grayson. Now keep your hands up, both of you. I'll see if anyone is out in the corridor. All right. All clear. Come on. Now, no tricks, either of you. Just go down the corridor. All right. Hold it. This is where we part company, gentlemen. I'll just open this little metal door. Now, crawl in there. You can't put us in there. That's your disposal chute. I know what it is. Climb in. Before we reach Saturn, that chute will be emptied into space. Of course. Blast of compressed air will sweep you out of the ship.
But
and no one will know
who
you're
do I
gone.
need to raid?
And just to make sure...
Let's see, who is on?
Commander, you cadet. What?
Let's see who is on. Kevon. Kevon, D20 thoughts. Kevon, D20 thoughts. You know what? D20 thoughts it is. Fuck it.
There, Space Patrolman. You'll be the first passengers to leave the supernova by way of the rubbish chute.
We'll return to Space Patrol in just a moment.
D20 thoughts is getting a raid. Big old raid. Getting a big old fat raid. Big old stinking. Oh my god. You son of a bitch.
A power breakfast with rice checks or wheat
Get out of here.
Check.
Get out of
Super
here.
cereal. With that modern, bite-sized design. The cereals with a swell new taste that you'll like right off the reel. So, gang, now you know how space patrollers get that rip-roaring morning start. So get a flying start yourself every morning. Sit down to a nourishing breakfast with Rice Chex or Wheat Chex, the super cereals that help the super.
All right, guys. All right, you incredible people, you amazing, stupendous, awesome people. I love you guys. I have to say, you guys are amazing and great, and you know, tell them, you know, have a good day. Just tell him that he has a good day. Real Kazoo Gaming, thank you for coming in. Board, you're always amazing. And thank you everybody else that came in, stopped by, and everything like that. Your support, even the smallest bit, makes me feel way better. So, you guys have an amazing one. I will see you next time on the stream. Bye-bye.
Walbot suddenly pulled a ray gun, and after rendering Buzz-Nappy unconscious, pushed them into the refuse disposal chute of the big space.
Bye-bye.
Orbit ship reaches Saturn. The contents of the